Hello, people. Hello, hello, hello. You know, we are hard at work doing the informative videos. Hard at work indeed. Gotta keep this one. It's up a tiny bit. It's a gold mine of it. It's a lot of information. It is a lot of information. I think we're just going to, yeah, I know. It's supposed to be for laundry. I think we're just going to do, Billstown today. I don't want to overwork myself.
Right, I would have done.
They're all dead! They're all fucking dead!
The hell's he yapping about? Take a break.
Overwork myself is the wrong.
There you go.
Hear that? Move in!
I'm over here. Sir, I'm over here. Maybe, just here's a thought, maybe don't allow enemies to climb up there. Maybe, just maybe. So you actually play, it's not out for another 10 days! Ah, sorry.
Yeah, that's all I should have known. If you're gonna steal, you better make sure you get away with it. Right, I would have done.
They're all dead! They're all fucking dead!
The hell's he yapping about? Take a break.
Good job, kiddo. Here it comes!
What a dumb fight. Whatever. Ooh, today we get to try and explain this area.
They've broken through!
Perfect. Matter of fact, I'm saving that for the tutorial. I'm saving that. That was like perfect. If it went like that in a run, I'd be very happy. Nah, that's in my watch later. Haven't seen it yet.
My back. Oh! Dead asshole.
I love how they just don't see him. I love it. Yeah, I said every Saturday I'd be here. Look, when I begin recording, I'm not going to be acknowledging chat at all for a good probably 2.5 hours it's going to take me for Billstown. Most likely. Anyway. I'm just warming up right now.
Watch my back. You're dead, asshole.
Load remover using... Yeah. Yes, I'm using the built-in one. Change the reticle. Options, heads-up display, reticles. Yeah, what you need to do is... Hold on. What you need to do is make it scene and then game. I have a scene here called game only, and it's just the game. Right here. Just the game. Just the game. So you select scene and then that specific scene, and then that's what you connect it to. What sources? Nothing. Just the game, and that's it. Just your capture card, and that's it. By the way, I didn't mention 8 minutes ago, Sprayer, or Spray R1, thank you for the membership. Welcome to the YouTube Ant Colony and Jury Emotes. Thank you so much for your support. You said think. Hold on. Yeah, it's just the capture card. That's it. No, nothing. Just the one scene, the capture card. That's it. All right, I guess we should get going. It's almost 7 o'clock. This is going to take a couple hours. I'm just going to do Billstown today. Tomorrow, we're just going to do financial, or Pittsburgh. And then we'll see about getting a couple areas done the next few streams. Yeah, it's tutorial making time. And I think I just want to get going. I think it's been long enough. Keeps crashing. Shouldn't crash. Well, I remember when OBS updated to like 28 point something, Blagus' load remover didn't work, so you just kind of had to get it to work a different way. And you can use OBS's built-in virtual cam to get it to work. You still need his program, but you just get it to function a different way. Yeah, Billstown might take a while. Billstown might actually. Pretty much. Pretty much. You hope you get the arrows back, and yeah. Okay, so once I start recording, I won't be acknowledging anyone. Unless you bring up something that I could use for... Are these strats as complicated as the OG? In some areas, yes. Most of them, I would say no. Like, we're stretching this game to its limit, but I still feel like this is the easier speedrun. In terms of strategies. Alright, let's just get started. I need you all to use the Nightbot commands, okay? Thanks, Kieran. Okay. Sorry, these are never fun to make, but I do them out of obligation to the community. Just sharing knowledge, sharing information. All right, time to go full-blown teacher mode. Okay. Again, I won't be acknowledging chat. I'm just deciding to do it here. What parts have we done already? AnthonyCaliber, right, this is the third part. Hello, and welcome to part 3 of this Last of Us Remake Grounded Speedrun tutorial. This video we're going to go over the entirety of Billstown. The entirety of Billstown from start to finish. So let's get going right away. Webcam is off. Let's get going.
Now, there we go. Yeah, it'll be faster to go through here.
There's nothing much going on here. You just hold down sprint. You gotta hold down sprint, otherwise it's slower.
Nothing, it's just... I've never seen anything like this, that's all.
You mean the woods?
Yeah. Never walked in the woods. It's kind of cool. Why don't you just take me back to Marlene?
And we just go and go.
Why'd she drop you off on us?
Well, maybe she's better now.
Kid, I don't mean to upset you, but your friend's chances of survival weren't too high to begin with.
She's a lot tougher than you think.
It don't matter.
Whoa, look.
Because I doubt I can get either one of us back into the
Okay,
city.
and finally something happens.
Trust me,
Take this.
I wish they were
You
some
don't
better
want to
option.
place it here, because if I remember correctly, you can only place it in the middle. Yeah. And you don't want that, because you gotta place it over to the left. You gotta place it facing that wall.
Whoa, look.
Therefore, take the plank. Try not to let Ellie get in your way. She'll usually just fuck off. And place it as far to the right as you can. So right there. That's perfect. Climb up. And this is where we're introduced to modded melee weapons. Now, in the original, like I mentioned before, modded... When you pick up your first of something, you get a full thing of crafting ingredients for like another thing of modded weapons or whatever bomb you pick up. That's not in this game. So, modded weapons are placed... It's basically a one-hit kill the first swing you do. But if you pick up this one... Ellie, can you not stand there? God. If you pick up this one, later ones will be despawned. So you want to pick up your first modded weapon where you can use it most efficiently. And in this run, we use it most efficiently in the truck push. So if we pick up this one, we won't have one for truck push. Therefore, just skip them. Just skip them for now. All right, the strat here, just keep mashing triangle to place it back down. Right over here. And then you want to hop over here. Make sure to go to the left of the railing. Then you just hop up over here and go this way. I recommend doing the jumps because it helps angle Joel a little better. Because you don't want to, like...
It's a good drop.
You don't want to, like, run into this thing. So I recommend when you're leaping over this thing, do another jump just so he can, you can angle him better. Okay, and then that doesn't really need repeating. All right about there, when the texture changes, that's where a checkpoint is hit. So you want to restart checkpoint. This restart checkpoint does nothing more than get Ellie close to you. Now you could just go this way. You could just go this way and then do all this gate stuff, shiv door, all that. But there's actually something here. Watch this. If you get close to the clickers...
What is that?
Ellie will say, "What is that?" And then you can sprint. And then you can sprint. You're not alerted. It's just Ellie's like, "Hey, what is that?" And then Joel can sprint. Now, there's a very specific way to get this. I once lost an entire attempt because Ellie would not talk, no matter what. I tried doing...
What is that?
Like, I did that in a run, and it just didn't work. So what you want to do... This is what I found to work the most. You want to get, like, a quarter of the way to the shed or whatever. You're right here. Ellie isn't talking. So you want to make your way like right here and then crouch. And then once Ellie says that, then you can stand up and go. So I'll just do this over and over again. So
What is that?
the moment she starts talking, that's when you can stand up again. Believe me, you want to.
What is that?
You want to do it just like that because pretty much any other way risks Ellie not acknowledging the clicker. And if you do the whole thing standing up, I think you just get alerted.
What is that?
Yeah, so you want to crouch when you're there as well. So literally, I don't recommend crouching the moment you hit the corner. I say right about there. So one more time, because I know this is boring. Boom.
What is that?
And then stand up, and then swap to another gun so you can pick up that brick. And then move on. Did I make a save file? I think I did. Okay. All right, now we need to open the shiv door, but we want to do it in a way where we're not wasting time. Now, when you're opening the shiv door...
Here. Boost me up.
Joel has to, like, notice it's locked first. And then use the shiv. You can't just use the shiv the first time.
I can't boost you up. How else are we gonna get over this?
And also, that L3 prompt will trigger Joel's dialogue. No, that's not such a good idea. If you're too far away from the gate... Wait, what is it? If you're too far away from the gate, the L3 prompt will never show up. So basically, what you have to do...
What is that?
Shit. Let's jam from the other side.
Stand right here.
Here.
Mash L3.
Snap.
Once you've hit it, go over here. Hit triangle on the door once.
Sounds such a good idea.
Go over here.
Can't boost you up. How else are we gonna get over there?
Triangle will show up after they're done talking. Now this is when you sprint to the shiv door
Now listen.
and open it and collect the stuff inside, which is 15 supplements and 3 rifle bullets.
Sure thing.
And you'll notice if we do it properly,
Easy, easy.
we shouldn't be losing any time.
Okay. Ta-da.
Good job.
See that?
Thank you.
No time lost whatsoever. Now something I did there was... It's pretty much the same thing as I was doing before.
So let's say we get a car from this buddy of yours. Then what?
Well, then we go find Tommy.
Marlene said he's your brother?
And more importantly, he was a firefighter.
If you swap from one gun to the other,
Okay.
He lives far from
right
here.
there, see that? If you're swapping from one gun to another, he'll pick up the melee weapon without crouching for it. This works for literally any pickup in the game. And I recommend you get the pipe here so you don't have to waste time getting it when you get to the, like, right before Bill's armory where he's like, all right, whatever supplies you may want or need, I suggest you grab them. You need a pipe for that encounter with the tripwire and the runners and clickers. But just having this melee weapon won't allow you to do that. So you can pick up the pipe in the bar, which doesn't lose you a lot of time, or you can pick it up here. But the only way you can pick it up here without, you know, losing time is if you do it like this. Not like that. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. It's like this. Like that. See that? It's just something you got to get used to. All right, we'll go back. I need to show off something that you absolutely should not do.
What is that?
Oh, I didn't do that right. I need to show off something that you absolutely cannot do.
Let's jam from the other
Like,
side.
you need to open that shiv door anyway for the stuff inside, but
Snap.
just for the sake of showing this,
Sounds such a good idea.
Well, I can't boost you up. How else are we gonna get over there?
I need to show you something you absolutely cannot do.
Give me your foot. Now listen, you just open it, okay? Nothing else.
Sure thing.
Easy, easy.
All right, watch this.
Okay. Okay. Ta-da.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. So why did that happen that time and not the other time? Well. Okay, right there. See how Ellie can sometimes just not acknowledge the clicker?
What is that?
There we go. Really got to hug that wall. Okay. So why did that happen? Well, it turns out when we go for the shiv door and then pick up the stuff inside and then go out here, we don't go through this gate like the earliest we possibly can. And because Joel is sprinting this whole time, he also gets his tired sprint a little bit earlier compared to if we just went through here. So what's happening is we went through this gate and sprinted that way so early and so fast that I wasn't near Ellie when she's supposed to close the gate behind us. Basically, we got too far away from her too quickly. And the being able to proceed past that area over there is dependent on Ellie closing the gate behind us, which she will only do if you're close enough to her. So that's kind of what's going on there. So as long as you're going for the shiv door and getting the stuff inside, that will never happen to you because we don't go through the gate as early as we possibly can, and we're not sprinting as fast as we can when we get right around there. So as long as you're doing the strategy of getting the stuff and then going here, Joel will get his tired sprint a little bit earlier, and we don't go through the gate as early as we possibly can, so that glitch will be prevented. But yeah, it literally only triggers because we get too far away from her too quickly. The next area just won't load in. And that's pretty much everything with this part. So from the top. Alright, as you can see, Ellie sometimes just doesn't want to acknowledge it.
What is that?
It's so nitpicky. That's why I recommend doing it exactly like that.
Shit. Let's jam from the other side.
Here, boost me up.
Remember, hit L3 as early as you can. Hit triangle on the door once.
That's not such a good idea.
Well, I can't boost you up. How else are we gonna get over there?
And come over here for the triangle prompt.
Come here. Give me your foot.
I recommend letting go of sprint as you're opening the shiv door so you can get some of your sprint speed back, because I think the game keeps track of it there as well. You can go right here,
Easy.
triangle, and then pick up all the stuff, which is 15 supplements. There's parts there, but whatever.
Okay.
And then get the pipe, if you can, just like that.
Thank you.
Now Joel's a little tired, and you're close enough to Ellie that that glitch won't happen.
Evacuation. Evacuate to where?
What do you think?
And that's that, and we move on.
Quarantine zone.
Now sometimes you get a pistol
Some places
bullet
got a
drop
heads
from
up
this
before
clicker,
you
sometimes you
showed
don't.
up.
It's whatever.
Most do.
Jesus!
We have enough though.
Whoa,
Right, same thing with like collecting stuff here.
What the hell was that?
That.
And there is also a thing in this game where you can hold down triangle to pick something up.
Your friend a bit
Like,
paranoid,
to pick
maybe?
up more than one thing. It doesn't work as well with this game, but it's still there. Watch this.
What's the deal with this guy? Jeez, feel good with a
Help
bow?
us smuggle
See that?
stuff into the city.
If you hold down triangle, he'll pick up one thing, but he'll actually pick up both. So, and again, if you want to do the, well, not you want to, you're supposed to do the weapon swapping thing. So it also looks like this.
Jeez, feel good with a bow?
As long as you're swapping between two weapons and hold triangle, you'll both of those arrows will literally teleport to his backpack. Around it,
Jeez, feel good with
just
a bow?
like so.
I reckon he is. Come here. We can use this to get over.
There's also another arrow on the ground that you need here. Now, I don't recommend like mashing triangle to pick this up because we already have a brick or bottle. You don't want to pick this up here because he's gonna like look at it for a long time. So really, just look down and time one triangle prompt. So it's like this, just like that. I recommend doing it that way. You also don't have to. There was a trick we did in the original where you had to pick up the plank here and place it as far to the right as you could so you could walk across it. Here you can just walk across it and pick it up from the other side, which is very convenient. So,
Jeez, feel good with a bow?
I reckon he is. Come here.
just like so.
We can use this to get over.
Pretty much with every triangle prompt, you want to like swap weapons as you're approaching it. Time one triangle prompt for that. I hit triangle, damn it. For the arrow. And then hit triangle prompt on the other side for here. Ellie still makes her way up. And then just place them down. Nothing too crazy with this part.
It's all clear. Come on up.
All right.
As soon as the prompt shows up, you can just hit triangle. Just like that. Run across. You don't have to worry about the clicker. Smash X to climb up. You'll be fine. So will Ellie. You just get down there. I'll make a save file for this part. Ellie will be fine.
These things are kind of awesome.
Just stay close.
All right, that was perfect, but it's kind of specific. So, hopefully the checkpoint's generous. All right, it is, so we can show this off. Okay, when I'm falling off this ladder, I like to hold back right. The camera changes on its own, so I like to hold back right and mash circle, because in the original game, you would fall off the ladder every time. But in the remake, because this game's so much superior, in the remake, you can fall off different ways every time. Momentum is different every time you drop down from here. Sometimes you can even like stagger towards the tripwire. It's annoying. So to get like the same movement every time, what I do is I mash circle and back right. Or down, you know, whatever. So it's the same every time. But it's one of those things you need to watch the tripwire, because Joel's sprint is pretty fast in this game. You basically just don't want to do this. It's something you could miss easily. Like, the crouching is not as responsive in this game, okay? So you don't need to. Also, if you restart encounter here, you lose the sprint. So there's no reason to restart encounter. But yeah, just in the original, you weren't able to sprint there, but in this game you are. So you just gotta watch it, okay? So again, I recommend doing this. Sprint a little and then go down. Now, if you sprint and throw this the whole way, he gets staggered a little bit. So when you throw that brick there, right before you throw it, let go of sprint. And then after he throws it, then you can hold sprint back down and he'll go. And then the bomb will... there's a brick right next to those nail bombs. If you mash triangle after you throw it, he'll pick it up as it's flying past him. They're doing this all from the top. Kind of looks like this. Now, once you get past the tripwires, if you let go of sprint, it's kind of like the trick I mentioned in Downtown, where if you let go of sprint at all, his sprint will go away completely. So therefore, you want sprint held down. You don't need it. You don't need it here. Like, you can crouch, then let go for the bombs. But once you get past that gate with the 2 tripwires, or the nail bombs, if you let go of sprint there, Joel won't be able to sprint to the upside down shooting, which isn't that big of a deal. But basically, when you aim for that nail bomb, keep sprint held down. Again, I like to mash circle so he does the same thing every time. Crouch. Let go of sprint. All right, I wasn't able to pick it up. If that happens, you just get the brick there. But right there, I'm keeping sprint held down. If I let go, his sprint goes away. And there's not much more room to go, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah. You don't need this revolver bullet. It's there. You get like infinite ammo when you do the upside down shooting. But if you have no revolver ammo for some reason, you can pick it up here. Remember, we picked up 3 revolver bullets from that dumpster. We used 1 outside the Capitol, 1 inside the Capitol. And the 1 bullet we had, we use it on this. We don't use a brick because you absolutely need a brick for the next area, the part after the upside down shooting. Where Bill's like, oh my god, you're a genius. The whole time, why on earth hadn't I thought about fixing one of these cars? That part. You absolutely 100% need a brick. Also, yeah, a viewer pointed out, it'll look like you're taking damage. There'll be like a little damage indicator. That's not real. Joel will react if he took damage from that. It's just, I don't know why it's there. I really don't. Any bomb, really. If you're anywhere near a Molotov, explosives, smoke bomb even, a little damage indicator will pop up, but you're not actually taking damage. So yeah, this doesn't need a lot of time.
Shit.
I wasn't able to show off. Sometimes the brick just flies so far, like so fast that you can't get it as it's flying past you. Watch out for that. Let go. There we go. He just picked it up on the way past. There's a brick there if you can't catch it in time. Keep sprint held down as you're going for that, and then boom. Then go.
I got you.
Damn it, Bill.
And that's that.
What just happened?
Okay.
Bill's stupid traps.
I got some good news and bad news. Good news is the upside down shooting
That fridge, it looks like that's a counterweight.
is a lot easier in the remake compared to the original. Can I turn off my flashlight, please? Probably not until I'm able to aim a gun.
Cut that rope, and it'll bring me down.
Yeah, so I got good news and bad news. The good news is the remake upside down shooting is a lot easier compared to the original. The bad news is getting like a bunch of revolver ammo leaving here is a tiny bit more complicated. Just a tiny bit. Basically, there's a consistent way to leave here with 17 revolver bullets every single time. Now, the reason this fight is easier is because in the original, I mentioned the differences between the other difficulties and grounded. Grounded being, your guns do a little bit more damage. But in the original, that only applied to humans. One hit kill with revolver and rifle on humans, and it being just like the other difficulties on infected. Well, in this game, the revolver and rifle are also one hit kills on runners and stalkers. So basically, using the revolver here, it's a one hit kill on a runner. So this fight is just a lot easier. All you have to do is remember how much ammo you have like loaded into the revolver and where they spawn from. And it's pretty simple, honestly. I'm just gonna make a save file.
Joel!
Shit. Here they come.
Here.
Save file. I'll just do this all once and then.
Come, Ellie.
Hold on.
You all right?
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it.
There's a reason I'm doing all of this.
Here's some ammo.
I just want to show off what a good fight looks like.
Thanks. Damn it.
Come on. It's not coming.
Ellie, they're getting close.
Perfect. Performance-wise, that was a pretty good fight. All right, from the top. First things first, you have no revolver ammo, so you have to reload one bullet. And the way you cancel the reloading is just to aim and pretend to fire. So...
Just tender the rope.
So yeah, aiming just isn't enough. You have to like aim and fire to cancel the reload. So you only want to reload one bullet so you have more time to reload after. Now, whenever you fire one bullet, for some reason Joel will do this thing where he reloads one and then he reloads the rest. It's kind of annoying. I don't know why he does that. Ellie does it with the rifle. Joel does it with the shotgun as well. You go to reload more than one bullet, but most of the time they'll only reload one and then they'll reload the rest. I don't know why that happens. But a way to avoid that, from what I found, is to fire more than one at a time. It mostly happens if you just fire one and then reload. So yeah, not a big deal. You have time to reload the whole thing before that one comes in. And then it's just right, left, reload, one, reload. Now, there's two different things that can happen from this point forward. One, there's another runner right behind that one, or in this case, there's a clicker and a runner over there. And this one will always just, like, come this way and then fake out and go that way. He does that almost every time. Can we do it again? So reload one, and then reload the whole thing. Take one out here. Now, these runners are sort of invincible as they're crawling through the fence there. So wait until they start moving or they stand up before you start shooting them. But then it's just that one, reload. Now, Joel doesn't do the reloading glitch, I'm calling it, because I fired two. You kill that one. Now, here's the better RNG. That one shows up there, and then you just have this one to deal with. 1, 2, 3. That's why that's better RNG. You just get this guy, and then this one, and then you just have the clicker instead of getting the clicker and then getting that one that spawns over there. Now, what you do after that one, this is where it gets a little complicated. It's like I said, the actual performance of the fight is relatively easy. Reload. Boom. All right, we didn't get the good RNG, so take out the clicker. Take out that one, that was nice. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm wasting ammo. I have one bullet left. When that counterweight hits the ground, I fire the last bullet in the revolver and then reload it. Basically what happens, the logic in the original, again, you have infinite ammo here, but in the original, the way you could leave with a lot of ammo is if you reloaded your revolver before firing the last bullet for the final enemy, you would leave with a lot. That's how the game determines what you leave with. In this game, it's also there, but you need to do two other things. One, you need to be empty.
You all right?
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it.
What the?
Here.
All right, that was strange. You need to be empty by the time Ellie gives you that ammo. That ammo specifically. Like, she also does that here, catch, in the beginning. That doesn't matter. Just right there, you need to be completely empty on ammo. And, what else to mention? Yeah, the way you get empty there is by, when the fight is over, just when the first wave is over, firing a bunch of ammo, pretty much. That one. That one. That one. Oh, this runner's here. This is good. Oh, and then. Oh my god, the aiming. My god, the aiming. Well, that should be enough. So I like to fire 2 bullets, reload it, and then fire 5. And then when the fridge, looks like that's, yeah, it's a fridge counterweight. So when the fight's over, I fire 2 bullets. The reason I fire 2 is because of what I mentioned. If he fires only 1, he'll reload 1, and then it's just kind of weird. So I fire 2 and then reload 2, and then I fire 5. I wait for the fridge to hit the ground, and then I reload right away. And then
You all right?
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it.
I'm empty,
Here. Catch.
Thanks.
and then I reload. So I have a fully loaded revolver. Take out that one, that one, that one,
Hurry! Ellie, they're getting close!
and then
Get the hell off, you son of a bitch!
2, 3 bullets for a clicker to go down. So it's just like the original. Again, the revolver does more damage, so it's 3 three body shots for a clicker to go down. 3 body shots for a clicker to go down instead of 4 in the original. And I recommend with this one specifically not getting headshots. You can realistically get a headshot on the first clicker you kill, but here you want to shoot it twice, reload it, and then deliver the third shot so you have a fully loaded revolver before the last shot. And I don't even need to check. We're going to leave with 17. How much ammo you leave with is not it's not dependent on how many shots you miss or how many shots you hit. Really, you just need to be empty when Ellie gives you the ammo. You reload the revolver fully right after that, and then you do the thing I did there. Last clicker, fire 2 bullets, reload it completely, and then shoot it. Because this revolver ammo is going to last us the rest of the entire run. And there's some other revolver ammo pickups, but revolver is used a lot in this run. So you want to leave here with as much as possible. There's one other thing to mention. There's a little bug in the Ellie cutting the rope from the counterweight animation, and that can affect how much ammo you leave with. Ooh, good RNG right there. Oh my god, this game hurts.
Every time, Ellie.
See if I have time for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Did I do it right?
You all right?
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it.
There we go. Empty. Okay, now, when Ellie gives you the ammo, don't reload it right away, because there's a bug in Ellie's animation. Not all the time, but sometimes, where she's like, here, catch, and then she'll go to cutting the rope. That's what she's supposed to do. But other times she'll be like, here, catch, and then go back to cutting the rope. Before we learned what the cause was, we were sometimes leaving with 15 revolver bullets instead of 17. And we're like, what the hell? Why is this happening? I didn't mess anything up. It turns out that little bug in Ellie's animation is the reason that you leave with less. So to avoid leaving with less ammo because of Ellie's animation glitching out, all you have to do is start reloading the revolver. Maybe a second or two after you receive it. So let's see what she does here.
Here.
Thanks.
She literally just did the bug.
Damn.
And then you go here. I'm going to clip that, and no, I can't clip it. I'm on YouTube today. All right, hold on a second. I just paused the recording. That was perfect. She actually did the bug. All right, here. Look at this. Okay, that was perfect timing. She actually did the bug. Let me show you what it's supposed to look like. Let's just go back a little bit. See if I can find it. Again, like a normal occurrence. Okay, I know the audio is off, but look at Ellie's animation right here. Here, catch. And then she goes right back to cutting the rope. You can even see the rope twitch out a little. Oop. And Ellie just goes right back to cutting the rope. Now look at what she did this time. Hold on. Look at what she did this time. See that little animation bug? Bloop. And you can even tell, the rope. It's so weird. I don't know why she does that. But that's actually the cause That right there is the cause of you leaving with less ammo than you would if that didn't happen. So all you have to do is delay the reload in case you get that. And not by much. Really, once you notice the rope move a little. And that's really all there is to mention. But that's an important one. You don't want to forget about that. It's important to build muscle memory to delay that reload. So, 1, 2, reload, boom. Alright, didn't get the best RNG, so we're gonna... Still quick. Alright, now reload, 1, 2.
Hold on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reload the whole thing, so that we are empty here.
You all right?
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it.
So that we're empty.
Here's some ammo.
Thanks.
Reload.
Damn it.
And then 1,
It's not cutting.
2, 3. Reload again. You get
Hurry, they're getting
that
close.
one. Ooh, I headshot him. So that means you just need to body shot him. If you do get a headshot the first time, it's 1 body shot afterwards. So, yeah. I will do all that one more time, and then we'll continue onward. But hopefully you see, once you get past those two little weird things, this is an easier fight compared to the original. That one, that one. Oh, we got the good RNG. We get that one, and then... Very fast, very nice. Waste some ammo here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Reload.
You all right?
Waste all your ammo. There we go.
Here.
Delay the reload. You can tell she just did the animation error thing.
Damn it.
Boom. 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 Reload. Boom.
Ellie, they're getting close.
1, 2. Reload. Boom. Perfect fight. Absolutely perfect. You do need the mash square here. If you don't, you die.
Get off your ass on your feet.
All right, right here. Don't bump into Ellie. Do not bump into Ellie. Because if you do, she'll like move out of the way and get stuck inside the building, and then clickers will come through and kill you. Actually, that's what happens. So for the love of God, you can't push Bill out of the way. Do not ever push Ellie out of the way while you're running. Don't do it, okay? All right, I'm going to overwrite this file. There's not much here. There's your 17 bullets, by the way. 17. And this is where I like to craft the Molotov here during downtime. You're just waiting for them. They can't move any faster than this. So we use the brick here. Don't use a melee weapon. Use the brick. 1 bash. Sprint through as he kicks the door down, and then 1 bash. And then just sprint past. And you go. And that's pretty much all you have to do there. However, let's see where this places us. I mean, it's fine. Just remember, don't, what is it? Don't run into Ellie as you're leaving. Also, when you're doing the brick bash, don't do it sprinting. Otherwise, you do this. And you lose the brick. So don't, when you're doing the brick bash, you can't do it with sprint held down. So whenever you're doing it, like you're running, you can do it moving towards them, but don't do it with sprint held down. So if you're sprinting up to someone to do the brick bash, you let go and then do that.
Oh, shit. Which way? Cut through. Come on, here. Run, Ellie.
All that.
Damn. Where's that goddamn key?
And you just want to hit this guy once.
Come on!
Go through. Now it's funny, these runners will actually spawn in out of thin air. But it doesn't matter, you just run past them. And that is that.
Whatever supplies you make.
This part's really simple. There really isn't any, like, Bill manipulation here. The only thing you need to know, first of all, don't run into him because it'll interrupt his running. But Bill will start moving once you make it to about this stool right here. So right about there. And again, don't, like, bump into him because then it'll just interrupt his movement. But yeah, once you make it to about this stool right here, he'll start moving towards the door. I only mention that because if you want to, if you weren't able to pick up the pipe after Ellie opens that gate, you can do it here.
Hey, thank you. Ellie, take a look around, see if there's anything we can use.
Alrighty.
So if you have to get it, you can do this. But like I said, you can see Bill stop there for a little bit, so that's why I recommend getting the pipe earlier compared to getting it here. That way you just don't have to worry about this. But I'm just recommending that as an option in case.
Ellie, take a look around, see if there's anything we can use.
So if you did get the pipe, all you got to do is just walk forward. You don't need that training manual. It doesn't help you at all. Bow. Get the bow. So you don't have to look at it for a long time. And pistol ammo.
Good.
You want to swap to your pistol. Let me just go through.
Right, Ellie, come on.
Don't leave the door open.
I got it.
We have to cross to the other building.
Now, believe it or not, this is something where I still don't know the reason why this does or doesn't work. Basically, we're going to run through this building, and you want Ellie to follow close behind you because she's what triggers the end of the encounter coming up. Basically, the closer she is to you when you exit this building, the earlier the next area will end. And I don't know how to manipulate her. I'm just being totally honest. I don't know. What I've been doing here is I've been hugging the left side until Bill moves. That's what I've been trying. Anyway, here you just want to follow behind Bill as close as you possibly can. I even like to angle Joel's jump here a little bit so Bill doesn't do this little turnaround. But if he does, just get in front of him and then he can push you a little.
There's one inside.
Anyway, we swapped to the pistol because we're going to use a pistol bullet on this one right here. And you want to fire that. You can hit it in the body. It doesn't have to be the head. The reason we don't use a brick like the original is because we need a brick for this area. You absolutely need a brick for this area. And then afterwards, I just swap back to the revolver. Because now we're not going to use the pistol until, God, either sewers or ranch. Not a lot of pistol used from this point forward.
Question about Tess.
Now you can use this moment to look at where Ellie is. All right, she's pretty close. It's pretty good.
Busy.
Yeah, sure.
And then this fight right here.
Lock and load.
And then we look for the encounter to be over. Right there. That was actually perfect. If I can't do it perfectly later on, I at least did it perfectly here. All right, that's the reason I mentioned you want Ellie to be close, because how close she is what determines the end of the fight. Because if you notice, like, almost all the infected were already dead, and Ellie was like, oh no, infected! And I'm like, it's because we were moving too quickly. All right, so let's go back and break some other things down. I'll update the save file so we don't have to do all this over again.
Or need, I suggest you grab them.
All right, thank you. Ellie, take a look around.
Because there's a lot to get to in Billstown, so let's not spend too long here. Let's do that. Get the bow. Swap to the pistol.
Found everything you need.
Don't get in Bill's way. And then just go. And right here, you just want to sprint through the left side of the door. And then that happens. It's just kind of funny.
Don't leave the door open.
I got it.
We have to cross to the other building. Up the stairs. Let's move it.
Just stay with me.
All right. So what I do again like to do here is hug the left side and then go.
What you should have done.
I think that's what manipulates Ellie's movement there. I'm not sure.
What kind of trouble?
And when I hop through here, I like to hop from right to left because there's a chance you can get Bill to keep moving. If not, that's okay. It's not a big deal. You just let him get past you. And then just follow close behind. And then when Bill gets right around here, shoot the runner. If you shoot him any earlier, Bill will stop moving. All right, now look, Ellie isn't there, so she's really far behind. I'm going to do this fight again and show you like what happens when Ellie's really far behind. I'm going to do the same fight. I'll explain this area in a bit.
Damn it.
All right, look, the area, I'm finished. I did all my work. But because Ellie is so far back, was so far back. Yeah, the game still thinks we're in the encounter. And now we're gone. You can lose like 4 seconds here, not from your own movement, but just because the game will not recognize the area as finished because of Ellie. It's very, very annoying. So something else you can do if you're not really sure.
All right, thank you. Ellie, take a look around, see if there's anything we can use.
Alrighty.
If you're not really sure what kind of Ellie you get. Again, we played around with this. I can't think of a way to manipulate her movement.
Found everything you need.
We're good.
I'll update the save file so we don't have to do this again. But yeah, that's really the only bad thing that can happen there. You're noticing a pattern with the fight, though. That was 2 perfect fights in a row.
Leave the door open.
I'll explain why it's done that way.
We have to cross to the other building. Up the stairs. Let's move it.
Just stay with me.
Can't believe you agreed to this bullshit, Bill. What you should have done, but just left him back there. What kind of trouble are you in?
About him.
Where the hell's
he's one of a
Tess?
kind.
What are you delivering?
There we go. See that? I leaped through the window at a certain angle, so Bill kept moving. Okay, so if you want to, right as soon as Joel takes his first step on that stair right there, you actually hit a checkpoint. And if you want, you can restart checkpoint, and Ellie should be a lot closer to you.
Blind side.
Oh, I needed to take care of it. Relax. So, you didn't answer my question about Tess. I thought the two of you were inseparable.
Should be. Yeah, she's there.
She's busy.
Yeah, sure. Busy.
All right. Ignoring Ellie because I don't know how to manipulate her. Let's focus on this fight. So how does this fight work? Well, not even the game knows, apparently.
Lock and load.
That was weird. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want. Okay. First things first.
Blind side.
Oh, I needed to take care
Throwing a brick on the ground
You didn't answer my question about Tess.
is what triggers all the infected. Here, look. Watch
She's
this.
busy.
Yeah, sure.
It's very strange, but throwing a brick on the ground is what triggers the infected.
Blind side.
Oh,
So it's not where the brick lands. It depends on where Joel is standing. Where the brick lands doesn't matter. It's where Joel's left and right feet are that determines their pathfinding. So basically, the strategy here is stand in a specific spot, throw the brick on the ground. Again, it doesn't matter where on the ground, just matters where Joel's standing. Have Joel stand in a specific spot, throw the brick on the ground, and the runners should do the same thing every single time. So you can get 3 killed from that tripwire, injure the 4th, you take out the clickers, and then that injured runner is only 1 hit away from dying. Now, it has to be a brick throw because if we use a gun,
sure. Busy.
first of all, I don't want to use ammo, but if we were to use a gun, you can see they react differently, and their pathfinding is just really weird. So the alert method of choice here is a brick on the ground. Now, as for the spot Joel is standing, again, if you kill that runner early, Bill stops moving a lot earlier. So you want Bill to run up to here before killing it. As for the spot,
She's busy.
Yeah, sure. Busy.
the spot I found is when you get past the car here, aim, and then just throw it. And Joel's positioning right here should result in the best RNG. 3 dead, 1 injured. And yeah, right after the explosion, that's when you sprint towards this clicker. You don't want to delay, because then the clicker will go around the ambulance. And this is where you really get to see the, what is it? The sprint swings. Like, you want to do that, and then do it again. You don't want to, like, do a sprint swing and then go backwards and then go forward. You just want to get the first one, and then keep moving forward, and then do that. It's basically just a different way of getting the sprint swing. In the original, you had time to go backwards and forwards, but in the remake, the momentum is a lot different. You just don't have time.
You didn't answer my question about Tess. Yeah, I thought the 2 of you were inseparable.
She's busy.
Yeah, sure. Busy.
Yeah, right about there. And then once the explosion happens, you sprint towards this one. Sprint swing. Sprint swing. Sprint swing. Sprint swing. Pick up the brick. I throw the brick at that one to kill it, and then this one is 1 hit away from dying. And then you just pause buffer, and then restart checkpoint when the fight is over. That gets Bill's dialogue to trigger in early. He's also right there. And, yeah, if you don't do that restart checkpoint, it just takes a while for Bill to start talking, so it's definitely worth it. Some things that can happen.
Go inside.
Well, the 3 should always be killed. Hold on, I have to sneeze. My apologies. My goodness me. Anyway, some things that can happen here are... When the 3 runners approach the tripwire, 1 will always be cut in half. And then be, like, crawling towards you. That'll always happen to 1 infected. Which one it happens to is kind of random. But, yeah, after the explosion, take a look at which runner was cut in half. There's always going to be 1. Always, always, always. And, yeah, the strategies on the clickers, like 4 swings on the clickers, that doesn't change. And, yeah, the kill on the first clicker should be the same every time. If the second clicker is too close to you, do 2 flat-footed swings and then a sprint swing, because that can happen.
You didn't answer my question about
I'm just
Tess.
trying to think of anything, like, strange that can happen.
She's busy.
Yeah, sure. Busy.
And the throw is just like that. This is just like the magic spot. All right, that one wasn't cut in half, so 1, 2. If you feel safer doing it this way, that's fine too. Then get that one. See, right there, that was a different infected that was cut in half. So either, hold on, give me one moment here. All right, I just stopped the recording. Leitung, thank you for a 2-month membership. And Stayfly, thank you for the $20 super chat. I also got the notification. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, what am I showing off here? All right, right here, this just happened. So Normally, it's this runner that gets cut in half, and then it crawls towards you this way. But as you can see in this attempt, it was that runner over there that got cut in half. And if you don't feel safe doing a sprint swing on this one, again, just do 2 flat-footed swings and then a sprint swing. And then you pick up the brick. Always throw the brick at the severed runner, because that one is just 1 hit away from dying anyway. But yeah, he's over here this time instead of this one. So you got to, as you're sprinting this way, take a look at which one got cut in half. If it's this one, it's going to crawl this way. If it's this one, it's going to crawl that way. So you just got to be aware. All right, one more time, and I think we can move on.
Go inside.
I didn't mean to take care of that. Relax, it's nothing. You didn't answer my question.
Again, that doesn't have to be a headshot.
Yeah, I thought the 2 of you were inseparable.
She's busy.
Ellie lagging behind a little bit. I wouldn't worry so much about that. There we go. That one got cut in half, so this should be easy. 1, 2, 1, 2. Boom. Boom. And there's the checkpoint. Nice and simple. Simple. Practice. I made it look easy, okay? So therefore it can be done easily. Okay, now we need a pipe for in the original Graveyard, we did a trick where we kept track of how many pipe hits we had left so we could drop a gun instead of the pipe. That's not in this game. What we do need a pipe for is some kills in the first part of Graveyard and outside the high school. So we need a full pipe for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and in that corner there's a fresh pipe. Now if you do the gun swapping thing, like so, and we also need a brick. There's one right over there.
Bill?
Joel, this way.
Right there.
Up we go.
And then we go. I'm going to update the save file. We go. Ellie will follow close behind. You picked a hell of a place to hole up, didn't you? You want that dialogue to trigger in as early as you possibly can. Oh, there's a checkpoint right here. Okay. So we just do that again.
Neglect the simple shit, and now you're paying for it. You know what that means? All the supplies from the warehouse.
Okay, now he's talking to himself.
You also need this brick that's right over here.
This way.
Now, don't try to go through the gate early, because Joel will just be like, whoa, what? You make sure the gate is completely open and Bill has already walked through it. Where the hell's Ellie? And that's also partly the reason why you don't want that to happen. When Joel tries to walk through the gate and he's like, whoa, I think that stops Ellie's movement. So yeah, make sure the gate is open completely before you walk through it.
You gotta check the barricades again. You neglect the simple shit.
Go back here. Get the pipe. Try and do it with the gun swapping thing. Get this brick.
Joel, this way.
Wait until the gate is open before walking through it. And then go.
You picked a hell
That was a good one.
place to hole
All
up,
right,
didn't you?
and that's all there is to that. Now press against this thing here and go slightly right.
Nothing.
Then triangle.
All right, down here.
It took us an hour, but we're finally at Graveyard. The first part of Graveyard, I think, is a little bit more simple.
What you got?
Graveyard overall, in the original, Graveyard was the there's half a rag there you want to pick up. And you don't need any of the stuff over there because we don't use any parts or tools or anything.
This.
But the one thing you need there is that half a rag.
You gotta be really careful. This thing blows.
Over here.
It shreds anybody.
Mash
standing
triangle.
nearby.
You have to pick that up to proceed, make the area proceed.
So we got shot.
All right, Bill's really slow here. So when you get through the doorway, right around here, restart checkpoint. That'll place Bill in front of us. You also don't have to hear them converse. So win-win. And then just run behind Bill. You can't push him out of the way. You can push him out of the way, though, when you get up there. So
Well, if you got anything to confess, this
what you want to do is trigger Bill's dialogue. All right, time to sack up. You do it by just getting close to him, right about there.
time to sack.
There's a free shiv there, so you may as well pick it up, despite the fact we're probably not going to use it. 5 supplements in there,
All right, I'm not.
and then we continue on here. I don't need to do that again, do I? Half a rag downstairs, pick up the nail bomb, checkpoint through the doorway, run up, trigger Bill's dialogue. All right, time to sack up. If you don't get that dialogue, Bill will just stand at the window and do nothing. So you need to trigger that dialogue just by getting close to him. At the top of the stairs there. Get the shiv if you want. It's there. It's free. And then pick up the supplements inside his room. And then go for the window.
All right.
Ready?
Guess we'll find out.
Now for Graveyard. All right, I was mentioning this Graveyard overall is a lot easier in this game compared to the original. The original Graveyard was the absolute worst part of the entire run. If Graveyard was consistent like this part of the game, I would have a 247 by now. It's just not as complicated.
Past this gate, it's all new territory to me.
I'll show you.
I'm on it.
I got a key for that gate. I suggest we move quiet.
And that's all there is to that part. Now, it isn't as simple as it may look. And the reason for that is the shotgun kind of sucks. Let me show you why. Heads-up display, reticles. Okay. So I've explained this multiple times. Take a look at this. So the white on the reticle represents when you can fire it. When after you fire it and he's pumping it, it turns gray, like so. So when it goes back white, you should be able to fire it again. Watch this. Watch my inputs. Isn't that dumb? This has killed probably 10 runs of mine. And more runs than others as well. Again, just watch. Isn't that just the stupidest goddamn thing? I know, right, Ellie? It's so dumb. So yeah, for some reason, there's just a longer delay between shots with the shotgun. So when I fire the shotgun, like the 4th time in this area, I will literally, like, I kill the first one, I kill the second one, it's not usually a problem. I kill the 3rd one, not usually a problem. The 4th one, I'm literally just like... I'm literally just doing that. No, it has nothing to do with difficulty. It's just how it is in this game. That will kill one of your runs, I'm telling you. When you're firing the shotgun, I kind of recommend, like, doing it like that. That's something else I didn't mention. In the original, you were given 3 shotgun shells when you first acquired it. In this game, you're given 6. Like I said, you're just given a lot more ammo in this run. Okay, now when the encounter first begins, Joel starts off his sprinting speed slowly. That's something I didn't mention. Where's Bill going? When Joel is just running around like this, when the encounter begins, Joel's sprint speed is gone because the game counts this as sprinting. So So as you'll see, when we begin this area,
Yeah, come on. You don't need to be looking at that.
when he's able to sprint,
I've seen worse.
Past this gate, it's all new.
he'll be exhausted.
I'm on it.
See, look at him.
Oh
my God.
You guys hear that?
Something I really, really hate about this game. Versus, let's say, if I jog up to that spot.
Past
Like
this
so.
gate, it's all new territory to me.
I'm on it.
See how his sprint speed is a lot more.
Hey,
I'm only showing this to like mention it. With regards to this area, we actually use the tired sprint to our advantage here. It aligns the bottom clickers in a much more favorable way. So it really is kind of as simple as it looks. We fire 4 shotgun shells on these clickers.
I'm on it.
So tired sprint, 1, 2. So this clicker should be right here. 1. And then that. That's what I mean with this clicker right here. So if I had my full sprint speed, this clicker would probably be somewhere over here. And then being this like low into the area kind of complicates things for that one and that one. So because Joel's tired sprinting, this clicker is right here. And then you just got this one right here. And this clicker can be in a random spot. Sometimes he can be really close to you. One time I saw him like back over there. And yeah, so you basically kill that one, get the brick ready, and do a brick bash. The reason we get it down to 2 is because remember what I mentioned. Enemies on grounded mode, enemies will only drop shotgun ammo and revolver ammo, but shotgun ammo if you have 2 or less. So we're going to get the most out of our shotgun in this area, and then kill the remaining 1, 2, and 3 clickers with either with bricks and 2 pipe hits for a and hope that they drop 1 more shotgun shell. In this case, I got a drop from one of these guys here. But yeah, also something I never mentioned. Watch this. A brick throw and a pipe swing no longer kills a clicker. It does kill a human, a runner, and a stalker, but it doesn't kill a clicker anymore. In the original, it could, but not here. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to mention about this part. Again, Joel will have tired sprint here, but we actually use that to our advantage for an easier time on the second level.
Past this gate, it's all new territory to me.
I'm on it.
So we do 1, 2. This one should be in a very convenient spot. He is not. 1, 2. I said should be. Doesn't mean he will be. We got a drop from that one, which is good. So I'm going to reload the shotgun there so we can get the brick real quickly. And then sprint swing, sprint swing. Now this checkpoint right here, this checkpoint makes it so Bill will open the door right away. The checkpoint is when the triangle prompt pops up. If you do it too early, it sends you all the way back here. So the checkpoint is when the little circle pops up on the door. Sometimes it pops up early, sometimes it pops up late. Just wait for it to pop up. You also have to be close to the door for that checkpoint to work. If you're too far away, it'll send you back here again. Which isn't a problem because that last clicker kill, we're usually right by the door anyway. 1, 2, 3. Oh, see, there he is all the way over there. Now, the reason you don't want to get him over there is because if you get this close, well, yeah, that should be pretty self-explanatory. If you get close, like right here, that will spawn in. If you notice, when we were over here just kind of fucking around. Go, Bill, go. when we were over here fucking around, the infected over there didn't really know we were there.
I think that's it.
So I don't know when they spawn in, but it's probably somewhere around here. If the last clicker in this area is like over here, let him come to you. Because as you saw, killing him and then having to kill these guys almost made the area like really, really bad. Also, again, with the checkpoint being over there, I don't know where exactly. It's probably somewhere right here, but if I were to do the checkpoint, it's going to send us back here. So you need to be close to that door to do the checkpoint, which I recommend doing because Bill will otherwise take a long time. And that's pretty much it.
Past this gate, it's all new territory to me.
I'm on it.
1, 2, 3. Alright, nothing dropped from them, which is dumb, but whatever. I like to reload as I pick up the brick. 1, 2, 3. He didn't drop any. Alright, we got a drop from him. That's good.
I think that.
There we go. If you don't get a drop from these guys, you have 2 more chances to get a drop from these next 2 runners. And yeah. Alright, we restart checkpoint. I'm going to make a file so we're done with that area. What you want to do is swap to the bow. Pick up any ammo they drop. Sometimes it's over there. Get the brick. And then crouch right away. Because that one, literally as I say it, has really good hearing for some reason. I have no idea why. He just does. If that happens, restart checkpoint. It puts you right here. Pretty much no time loss, but you can't let him get alerted to you.
Well, you weren't kidding about this place, were you?
Okay, that was good. It's not. This part isn't that complicated. The things that are a little complicated are when you can start sprinting at this point.
Easy.
So this runner right here, I like to make it so when we get right about there is when we start sprinting. Because if you start sprinting too early.
This place, were you?
Yeah, that runner, like, is gonna hear us and see us. So, when we get right about here, start sprinting. And then go. Now, this one's a little bit complicated. But sprint up to here. Kill it. And then go. Now, I know that looks scary, but you don't have to...
Easy.
Oh, I sprinted. Sorry.
Easy.
You, So for an easier shot here, I like to get close.
You weren't kidding about this place, were you?
And then go. Again, sprint kind of late. Now with this one, you'll only get officially alerted if you take too long. So if I wait, like... Oh, I was still good. Yeah, any later than that is a no. Is just a no. Also, with regards to arrows breaking, on grounded mode, this is what a developer told me. On grounded mode, if you hit an arrow, doesn't matter how far the string is pulled back, if you hit an arrow on the body, there's an 80% chance of it breaking. If you headshot it, it's a 50-50 chance of it breaking versus getting it back. And in this part of the game, you want to get one of them back. So you have 2 chances to get one of them back. If not, it's still okay. Anyway, as for this next checkpoint, it's actually kind of interesting. This only works if you're not alerted. But watch this. When we get through the gate, look at the checkpoint time. When we get through the gate, you restart checkpoint, and it places you right here at the doggy door. Now, the one that we killed is still dead, which we want, because we're going to do a strategy where we, like, run over here for stuff. And if that runner was still alive, he would hear it almost every single time. So that's the reason that one has to die. And we'll do all of that again. That's the reason that one has to die.
You weren't kidding about this place, were you?
I would like to get one of these arrows back, though. So just be a little patient with me. There we go. Got one back. Checkpoint's right there. Even though we got, like, the indicator popped up, remember, it doesn't count as an alert until it's finished with its, like, I see you animation. So you get through the gate there, restart checkpoint, and it places you right here. Now, we are going to spend quite a while here. So I like to hit the door,
It's tied on the other side.
swap to the shotgun.
What about going through here?
What, the doggy door?
I'll show a perfect performance of this first, and then
Be very
explain why everything works. This strategy took so long
Maybe you should have given
to
her
come
a
up
gun.
with.
okay, Bill.
Get all the arrows by holding down triangle and swapping weapons as you're picking them up.
I think we're good.
Nobody's bitten, right?
I'm good.
We're all fine. Let's just keep going.
That was really good. Okay, there's a lot of layers to this strategy. The reason we do it like this is watch what happens if we just go here. Look how long Bill takes if you just hop down from the treehouse and go here. Joel's in a hurry. Come on, let's go, let's go. Bill's just like, look, I got all day.
Nobody's bitten, right?
Nope. I'm good.
We're all fine. Let's just keep going.
I got all day. I'm in no hurry. Strike a pose, and then go for the door. We want to avoid that. He is so slow in this area. We want to avoid that as much as possible.
This way.
So the way this area
Tied
works,
on the other side.
What about going through here?
What, the doggy door?
this is one of the weirdest strategies in the entire run.
Careful.
Of course.
Basically,
Maybe you should have given her a gun.
Okay, Bill.
from the moment those subtitles pop up, if I were to let go of sprint, Bill and Ellie would follow behind me so slowly. Like, I want to show you something. Look at the shadows. Look at the pool's shadows over there. Look at right there. Look how quick they are. That's still funny to me. You see how quick they are?
This way. It's tied on the other side.
What about going through here?
What, the doggy door?
Now, from the moment Ellie says there's more of those clicker things inside the house,
Careful.
if you are to let go of sprint at any point, they lose that speed. Once again, I will show you.
Good things inside the house.
Okay. It's rare that this happens, but Bill cannot attack any of the clickers. That's the reason we throw the brick at that one clicker. It's so it doesn't go after Bill, because Bill likes attacking that clicker. Bill attacking that other specific clicker, that's just random. Not random, it's rare. It's rare that happens. Also, running past that clicker is consistent. It looks scary, but as long as he doesn't pop out of that door too early,
Doggy door?
it's consistent that you won't get hit by him. Because what he does is he doesn't run left. He runs like this way. So if you just sneak over this way, you're fine.
Be very careful.
Of course.
Maybe you should have given her a gun.
Okay, Bill.
Yeah, we get the arrows. We don't need anything else.
Quicker things inside the house.
Throw the brick at that clicker. Oh god, that was close. All right, so now I'm going to like let go of sprint a little. Now look at Bill and Ellie's speed from the shadows. See how much slower they are? This is what we, like, used to do. We're still waiting for Ellie, by the way. See how much slower they are? And then even if we just go right here.
I think we're good.
They are just so slow.
Nope.
The reason this is a thing is because they made the checkpoint for this area based on both of your companions here when they hop down from the treehouse. In the original, the checkpoint was based on where you are. But here, the checkpoint is hit when they're both also down from the treehouse. It's so annoying. But this one strategy makes it so they follow
This way.
really, really close.
It's tied on the other side.
There isn't much more to say about it besides that.
What, the doggy door?
So again, as you're doing this area, it's just like downtown when I told you need sprint held down the whole time. From this point forward, you're having sprint held down the whole time.
Okay.
Even once we've made it inside that house.
Everything's inside the house.
Here's the brick. You want to throw it at this one. Avoid this one. Hopefully Bill doesn't start slicing it. Keep sprint held down. Don't look at Bill or Ellie either, because that could make it so they lose their speed as well. It's a combination of not looking at them and just holding down sprint. You don't even have to move. Just...
Somebody's bitten, right?
Ooh, that was really good.
Fine, let's just keep going.
You can see the difference, right? So what I like to do here, when we get here,
Give me a hand with this.
Bill follows right behind. Ellie, on the other hand, is a little bit slower. Luckily, we don't need her. She needs to be down from the treehouse for Bill to go for the garage door here. But we don't need her to proceed to the next area. She just needs to be in the area. Bill, on the other hand, needs to be here. So it's a good thing it's Bill first, then Ellie, instead of the other way around. But what I like to do is, as Bill is entering this doorway, I kind of like to block him, and then he enters the room. Basically, he needs to stand right here and then go for the door. So I don't like to just run around here and look at him, because then he could be really far away from this spot on the ground, and it could lose you a lot of time. Also, you don't need this. I just pick it up anyway. You do need the arrow on the shelf here. So yeah, I kind of like to block him from the doorway once, all the while keeping sprint held down. So when Ellie's down from the treehouse and the encounter has finished up, Bill should be standing in that very specific spot.
The doggy door?
Be very careful.
Of course.
Maybe you should have given her a gun.
Okay, Bill.
Quicker things inside the house.
Throw it at him. You have time to go past. Keep sprint held down. Don't look at them. Don't look at them. Don't look at them. You don't have time to get anything else in this house because Bill will follow you.
Somebody's bitten, right?
Nice.
All fine, let's just keep
See
going.
how when the area is finished, he's standing right there? That's exactly what you want right there. Notice how I was... Ellie takes a while to show up to this area. So you need to, like, block Bill from getting too far. And I do that by standing in the doorway and just kind of blocking him a little bit. And then Ellie gets there, Bill's standing in the spot, and he goes right for the door. It's a beautiful, beautiful strat. That's all I really need to say. And someone's like, do you have to go inside the garage right away, or do you have time to pick up stuff up in the house? Bill follows you. So if you go upstairs, he's going upstairs with you. And if that were to happen, and Ellie comes down from the treehouse, he'll take that long walk downstairs to the garage door. You have to go straight for the door. You have to. You just have to. All right, this right here is the reason we needed the fresh pipe. A pipe has 9 hits, a bat has 6, and a piece of wood has 4. So a 9-hit pipe. We used 2 of them in the first part of Graveyard, so now we have 7.
Come on.
You just need it for certain parts inside the high school. All right, we're going to use 1 shotgun shell so we get down to 2, so we'll get a bunch more dropped. Hopefully, that's the plan. We're going to try and get a collateral with this. There's that. And then swap to the rifle. 1. 2. That was literally perfect. Reload your rifle. And pick up any ammo they dropped.
Don't get killed up there.
See, that right there is the reason we got down to 2, because there's a chance you can have more than 3. Those runners need to die quickly, and you end up with more ammo than when you entered here. Now, as for the 4 rifle bullets, we don't want to use any right holster ammo. The reason we use 3 rifle bullets is because in Pittsburgh, the rifle can only hold 7. So the reason we use 3 here is because at the start of Pittsburgh, there's 3 rifle bullets in a drawer. It doesn't lose time to pick them up, and that'll give us a full 7. Again, in this run, we don't rely on getting any rifle ammo dropped. You are able to pick up ammo, and you just will have enough. So we use 3 here, which I know is a little bit slow. Get down to 4. We'll pick up 3 in Pittsburgh, so we'll have 7 for pretty much the rest of the run. I think there's 1 thing of rifle ammo you can pick up later in the dam, but it's thinking too far ahead. Yeah, you technically can do... I wouldn't do this from a restart encounter. You can do this from a restart encounter. It's different. It's not an accurate portrayal because that runner's supposed to be right here. I also think these infected are out of position. Kind of, but if you want to... I know. 1. 2. So yeah, you shotgun 1, you injure 1 in the back, you kill it with a pipe, which is hopefully just 1 swing. Swap to your rifle, use the rifle 3 times. Bill will injure or kill 1 on his own, and then you clean up the mess, pretty much, with the pipe. That's the strategy. Now, as for this part right here, if you hit triangle right away...
Well, that was easier than I thought it'd be.
If you hit triangle on the bus right away, Bill will be all sprinty. But if you delay the triangle prompt on the bus, Bill is all joggy, if you will. Here, look, you can even tell going up the... Oh, he's all crouchy. Hold on. That's weird.
Well, that was easier than I thought it'd be. They must be holed up somewhere else.
I basically want to show... When the triangle prompt pops up on the bus, you want to hit it right away. Because then Bill will sprint to the spot, which triggers the getting inside the high school. But if you hit it late, Bill will jog.
Don't get killed up there.
I'll show this all off again. I'm just showing some other things to pay attention to. So you want Bill to be sprinting here, but unfortunately it seems like he's slow.
Okay, we just need to get to the hood.
And you can look at his speeds too. So when he stands in that spot right there, that's what will trigger the proceeding of the next area. But if you hit triangle right away, it doesn't have to do with whether you have sprint held down. It has to do with how early you hit triangle. Look at the difference in Bill here. He should be quick.
Don't get killed up there.
Thanks, Bill.
He might not be. Hold on. He kind of rotated around the triangle prompt. There, he's all sprinty now. Okay. All right, so look at the speed. He like climbs the ladder, goes down the bus, and then goes to that spot. Him standing in like that spot right there is what triggers the being able to enter the high school.
We're okay.
Now look at him.
We just need to get to the hood of the truck.
See that? Big difference maker, as you can see. Whether you're restarting checkpoint here or not, you want to hit triangle on the bus as early as you possibly can. If you end this area really far away from, let's say for some reason you end up killing the last runner right here. Check the load file times for when the checkpoint is hit, restart checkpoint, and it'll take you back right here where you can get a fast Bill. As you can see, he's going way over there. Now, as for the climbing out, there's also a strategy for climbing the ladder. Okay? My cue is I wait for Bill's right foot to clear the bus, and that's when I start climbing. I also climb without sprint held down because otherwise when Joel is... Even just holding sprint while you're climbing the ladder drains Joel's sprint speed. So when he's able to run towards the window in the high school, you want him sprinting full speed, not tired sprint, because then you get there faster. So when you're climbing this ladder, make sure you don't have sprint held down. You can have it held down pretty much at every other time. But yeah, watch what happens if you climb up the ladder right away.
We're okay. We just need
Ellie will head to that spot right away. And she can sometimes block him. Let me show that again. Again, it kind of looks like you're losing time because you're not near the school. But if you climb up too early, you can push Bill out of the way, and Ellie can sometimes block him. Here, I'll show that off a little bit better. These are very small details to pay attention to, but they're important. It adds up. You can lose golds by just not entering the school quickly. Okay, so I'm climbing up too early. First of all, I pushed Bill out of the way. Second of all, he's being blocked by Ellie there, and he can be blocked even more if she's like sprinting as well. So basically, my cue for when I start climbing the ladder, so I don't push him out of the way, and he gets in front of Ellie, so he's the first to hop down the bus, is when his right foot clears the bus. That's when I start climbing. Because Ellie will start attempting to go down the ladder.
Don't get killed up there.
Thanks, Bill.
Once I make it to the top. So it's a combination of things. Okay, so here we go. When Bill's right foot clears the ladder. Right there. That's when I climb. Bill goes first. And he's sprinting. I can hold down sprint from this point forward. And he's fine. And you get your sprint to go towards the school. All right, now let's do this fight a couple of times. I know that was a lot of information, but it is what it is. We also have to go through this part when we're doing this. And again, I know the modded weapon is right there, but we don't need it. We also don't need this, so you don't need to pick this up. We want this modded weapon for truck push. Trust me, it's much better used at truck push. Make sure all your stuff is reloaded. This is just so we can practice this next area. This is the closest checkpoint. All this waiting is the reason why the previous strategy is so damn good. All right, as soon as you're able to move Joel, sprint, get the shotgun collateral, kill the next one with the pipe, swap to the rifle, use 3 rifle bullets, and yeah, hopefully Bill has done his job as well. And you want it all to be done in the vicinity of the bus. Don't like spawn in the infected and then run away from where you eventually need to go, because after you boost Ellie up over the bus, you have to reload the rifle and then pick up any shotgun ammo that they drop, and you don't have as much time as you think you do. And it's important to reload the rifle because you can make it so you actually lose a rifle bullet if the rifle isn't reloaded right here. It has to do with, like, what is it? It's something with, like, chamber memory, where, like, Joel has 7 rifle bullets, right? Well, if the rifle isn't reloaded, you technically have, like... Well, the way it works, when a rifle's reloaded, you have 6 in your backpack and 1 in the rifle. It's something like that. I don't know this. I don't remember the specifics of it. Basically, when you're finished boosting Ellie up over the bus, the first thing you have to do is reload your rifle, because when you pick up the 3 rifle bullets in Pittsburgh, there's a chance that you'll be missing one. That happened to me in a run, and I was like, "What? I don't think I missed any. What happened?" Yeah, it's because I didn't reload the rifle. So, and again, it has something to do with like chamber memory or something complicated.
What'd I tell you?
Just make sure reloading the rifle is the first thing you do after you boost Ellie over the bus.
Come on.
But as for this fight,
A bunch of them up there.
now you want to try and get a 2 for 1 here. Not a kill, but just an injury. So this one's hurt. Swap to the rifle. And swing. 1. 2. 3. I don't know if I made it here in time. Is Bill sprinting? I think he is. Okay, so I was close enough to the bus I didn't have to do a restart checkpoint. But that's the reason, again, you want to be close to the bus when you finish the area. Because otherwise Bill will be jogging towards the school, and you don't want that. And it's triggered by how early you hit triangle on the bus. And again, when you're finished here, first thing you have to do, start reloading the rifle. And then pick up any ammo that they dropped.
Don't get killed up there.
Well, we got 1. You want at least 3 entering here. Anything more would be nice. Now, as for gathering all the infected here, it is a lot easier to avoid infected hitting you in this game. I'll just show off an example.
There's a bunch of them up there. I'm trying to make a sound.
It's really easy to avoid infected hitting you, which I'm guessing is the reason there's no dodge or prone in this game. But watch this.
Oh, they're everywhere.
See that? He went for a grab, and he just whiffed. See that? It's just really easy to not get hit by them. So when you're using the rifle here, you know, kill 1, kill 2, kill 3, and then that's when you use the pipe. So it's one of those things. It's a lot easier to avoid getting hit by a runner in this game compared to the original.
I think we're good.
Really, all you need here is the arrow. You can pick this up just because, but you don't need it. That's used for crafting tables. All right, and that's pretty much all there is to show off here. That fight is never going to play out the same way twice. Sometimes Bill will injure a couple and not kill any of them. This is also a weird bit of information to mention. Bill is definitely more useful in this game compared to the original. Not by much, but no, by quite a bit. He literally does nothing in the original. But in the remake, he will kill one every now and then. I believe on Grounded, he'll kill 1 for every 5 that you kill. So that's something to keep in mind. If you kill like 3 or 4, he's just not going to do anything, okay? Keep that in mind. He will kill 1 for every 5 that you kill. And it won't even be with a gun. It's usually with a machete. But he is capable of getting plus signs, but honestly, I've probably seen it only... I don't know if I've seen it happen in a run. It's rare that he gets a plus sign in this game. So you got the fact he will kill 1 occasionally with his machete, not with a gun. And he rarely gets plus signs. Not that he doesn't, but he rarely gets them.
Truck sticking out of the school right there.
So he is a lot better in this game. Again, we're going from 3 to 2.
Ellie, run! Run!
They're coming from everywhere.
Wait, hold on. I actually messed up right there. If an enemy... All right. That was my fault. If an enemy drops a shotgun shell right there, it's muscle memory to pick up any ammo that they drop, right? You don't want to pick up a bullet there because, like, by pure coincidence, the first infected I killed dropped a shotgun shell.
We're all fine. Let's just keep
You
going.
don't want to pick it up because that guarantees you're not going to get a drop from any other runner. And there's like 6 or 7 there.
Give me a hand with this.
Now, as for how much ammo you're going to get back from these infected, it varies. There was one run, I did not get a shotgun shell dropped for 16 consecutive enemies. Yeah, and then and I entered the school with 1 shotgun shell. There was another run where I got a drop from every infected, and I entered the school with 7 shotgun shells. That happened. Yes, sir, it did. So, lack of shotgun ammo will kill some or most of your runs, okay? It will. It just will. You need at least 3 heading into the school to be able to perform the strategy I will show you. And you would like at least 1 or 2 shotgun shells for the bloater in the gym. So you need 1 shotgun shell dropped in the first part of Graveyard, and you need at least 1 shotgun shell dropped here. Odds are in your favor. You have like 5 or 6 enemies in each area to get at least 1. Okay, so we rely on it. It's just one of those things. We rely on it. But yeah, it's tempting in the middle of the fight to pick up any ammo they drop. Don't do it.
What'd I tell you?
Don't do it.
There's that truck.
Focus on killing the enemies first.
Come on.
And again, you're not always going to get a good collateral with the shotgun. Just try. Otherwise, you're using more pipe hits than you need to, because you need it for school. Here we go.
Ellie, run! Run!
Oh, they're coming from everywhere.
All right, good. Swap to the rifle. Getting hit doesn't really matter. 1. 2. 3. Damn it. All right, that one was messy because I was trying to do a double sprint swing on. You want to use as few hits as possible because you can do the school a lot faster if you have a melee weapon versus only having a your fists. Trust me on that. High school overall, not outside the high school, but inside the high school is definitely 100% the worst area in the entire game.
We're all fine. Let's just keep going.
Where a perfect performance looks really good, but a bad performance will lose you a lot of time. So just, yeah. It's also the area I have put the most time into in terms of practice and strat discovery. Because in the original, you could just despawn enemies by leaving an area. Well, this is PS5, and they all stay around and follow you, so.
There's that truck sticking out of the school right there. Come on.
All right, we'll do this one more time. Hopefully it'll look really pretty. One thing I should also mention, if you get hit by a runner, it doesn't do a lot of damage. In the original, it did like 20% of your health.
Run! Run!
Oh, they're coming from everywhere.
Here we go. It's all about injuring that one in the back. 1. Oh, remember the thing I said with the shotgun where, like, you know, you aim, you fire, and it doesn't fire? That just happened here with the rifle. Because, and you will experience this when you play this game, in the original, you aim, and it just aims right away. Like, the guns felt like feathers. In this game, aiming a weapon, or one of your left holster weapons specifically, it feels like the gun weighs about 70 pounds, okay? Like you saw there with my inputs. I aimed, I fired, and the game was like, no, I wasn't ready yet. So it's also one of those things. Remember, I told you, like mash if you have to. The rifle and the shotgun feel like they weigh 70 pounds in this game.
We're all fine. Let's just keep going.
Otherwise, like I mentioned, yeah, you want to kill these infected near the bus
Give me a hand with this.
because you need to have time to reload the rifle, pick up any ammo they drop, and swap to the shotgun before entering the school. And you have to be by the ladder by the time Bill is up.
There's that
So,
truck sticking out of the school right
yeah,
there.
don't run off to kill the infected. Lure them towards the bus. So all the ammo pickups are right there.
Bunch of them up there.
And that should be just about everything. Again, the hard part is getting a collateral right here. One, Bill is, I don't know what he's doing. I've never seen this before. That might be everyone, but we're really far away from the bus, so this is a good situation to use the checkpoints. 141, 18, 48. Okay, see right there how the number changed? That's your indication. Checkpoint. And it will place you right here. So in that situation, yeah, I wasn't near the bus. I had to waste I had to use the 3 rifle bullets, but Bill got caught on a runner pretty far back, but time-wise, that was still really good, right? But this is where you use the checkpoint. And make sure you don't hit encounter because that will redo the fight. And if you were to restart checkpoint too early, you would also redo the fight. Wait for the number to change. All right, depending on how much ammo I got dropped here, I might have to do this again. I like to have 4 shotgun shells here. Oh yeah, and when you restart checkpoint, all the bodies disappear. But the ammo still remains. All right, I'm gonna have to do that one more time because I wanna have 4 shotgun shells here. That's typically what I have entering here.
I think we're good.
Nobody's bitten, right?
God, he's slow.
I'm good.
We're all fine. Let's
That
just keep
strategy we found here, holding down sprint the whole way, it's such a godsend. Just to avoid all of this.
Give me a hand with this.
But yeah, Bill will never do the same thing like twice here. You will never see him do the same thing here in 2 separate
I'll tell ya.
attempts.
There's that truck sticking out of the school right there.
But each of these attempts, it may not seem like it, he is actually killing one on his own. In the previous one, he killed one on his own and injured another, so...
Ellie, run!
Boom. Swap. Don't pick up any ammo. 1. Boom. Alright. And we're close enough we don't have to do a checkpoint. That was a lot better with ammo, and we were right there, so... Yeah, a good performance. That to me was a perfect performance. You'll end up using about 3 pipe hits, so you should have around 4 entering here. Now remember, reload the rifle, pick up any ammo they dropped. They dropped quite a few.
Thanks, Bill.
See that? You're capable of leaving with a lot. Sometimes it doesn't always happen. Make sure the shotgun's reloaded. Climb up. Jogging right about there.
Okay.
Bill will sprint.
The hood of the truck.
You can start holding down sprint at the top. Again, make sure everything's reloaded.
Shit, you hear that? They're coming.
And finally, we enter the school.
Go, you two, go!
Sorry, I probably spent a little bit too long explaining all that. All right, that's a cutscene. I'm gonna make a save file. All right, we got high school and truck push. We're almost done. All right, now for what I feel is one of the most difficult strategies in the run.
We'll sneak out the back.
Alright, well, besides that last runner, that was... Nah, that wasn't the best. But, yeah, overall, it should look a little something like that. A little bit. At least with regards to, like, my own personal performance with regards to... Like, you get to that last hallway, you get a collateral, and then you... Yeah, it's just... This is an area where it will never play out the same way twice. Alright, but this area starts with getting the brick on the ground via the gun swap thing, so you don't have to crouch to pick it up. And then you go right about here, get that, swap to the shotgun, and you want to throw... Damn it. No. I was just trying to show off something. You want to throw that Molotov right on top of one of the infected. Because... if you throw it, like, kind of far away, Joel will react to it. But if you throw it at one while he's, like, right next to it, he won't get staggered by it. It deals some damage, but not enough where you'll get killed or even take fire, like, react to the flames and try and pat yourselves out. It's basically a way so he doesn't get blown back by the flames. Now, why do we use a Molotov on that one runner? It's actually killing two runners. Let me show you. First of all, it's okay if you don't have a pipe leaving here. It's perfectly okay, because we're going to use the modded weapon in the truck push. The modded bat. But in this fight, we use 3 shotgun shells. We use a Molotov, a bunch of brick and pipe hits, and 3 shotgun shells. And it's convenient to have 1 or 2 shotgun shells for the bloater. Well, not convenient, necessary. But anyway, you saw a relatively good attempt the first time. Why do we use a Molotov for this runner? Well, I will show you. So when you're alerted, this runner's going to hop down from the ceiling and then just kind of flop around. Now that runner's kind of broken. All right, Bill killed it. Basically, when it hops down, it has, like, no health. It has, like, 0.1 health. But it's also glitched, and I will show you why. Oh, shit. First of all, it's kind of funny. Bill thinks he can kill it, but he can't. Anyway, watch this. So this runner, it fell down from the ceiling. Watch this. Yeah. So it turns out, every, like, little checkpoint in this building respawns it upstairs and then falling down as long as it's still alive. So by the time we make it to that point over there on the other side of this gate, yeah, it's gonna respawn again, and then it'll take so long to actually enter that area. So it needs to die right away, basically. And remember what I mentioned, it basically has no health. So the Molotov splash is actually killing it as well as the one runner that we throw it at. So I will show you. Get the brick, have the shotgun ready, fire. Okay, it was supposed to die. I was too far back. That was my fault. Now, the reason I'm not sprinting after I kill the clicker is because I want him to gain some sprint speed back. So I'm like, there. There we go. See that? I was too far back. The Molotov is what killed that runner. So that's the reason we do that. And again, after I kill the clicker, I'm jogging because I want, first of all, I want to like align. I want to time the Molotov throw so it will kill the runner that comes down from the second floor. But also I want Joel to have his sprint speed for when he goes into the next area. And then you double brick bash the clicker, swap to another weapon, and kill it with the pipe. One. Boom. Like so. And then reload it if you can. Brick bash on this clicker. Run around. Collateral. So that's an insta-kill. And then, boom, boom. And then reload the shotgun as you head towards here. And that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Would have been faster if the last one died quicker. But you don't, again, you want 2 shotgun shells for this one, for the bloater fight. I'll just explain it briefly. The bloater fight involves 1 Molotov and then 5 bullets between your revolver and shotgun. Now, a lot of this, we want to conserve as much revolver ammo as possible because it's extremely valuable from here through Ranch. It's extremely valuable. So you want to use as little as possible. So basically, if you have 2 shotgun shells, you use 3 revolver bullets. If you have 1 shotgun shell, you have to use 4. If you have no shotgun shells, the game fucking hates you, okay? It just does. But what should I mention about this fight? We do the brick bash here. You run around these guys. You kill the one in front. You ignore this one. You kill this one. You get the shotgun in your hand. And then you try and get a collateral here. Boom. And then swing. And then swing. Whatever happens after that happens. Because like everything up until you kill this one, turn around, and then kill this one, that's consistent. Everything that happens after that is not consistent. The one thing that can go horribly, horribly wrong is when you're in this spot over here. You know, we Molotov the runner right here. We're coming over here. There's a runner here, but you can just run past it. We brick bash this one and then kill it, and then we move on. Bill has to kill. Where is she? I think all the bodies despawned. Bill has to kill the remaining runner right here. Now, if he doesn't, it's not that it's okay, but I've spent so much time trying to manipulate him killing the one remaining runner in this area. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. It just is what it is. And, oh, here she is. Caused me so much trouble. Yeah. Basically, you do your thing and hope he does his thing, okay? And I'll be honest, there are a lot of different ways you can do this area, but this one, for me, has been the most consistent. It's not necessarily the fastest, but it's the most consistent because there's a lot that can go wrong with this area. For example, one thing that can go wrong is this runner will always go for a grab, but this runner will not go for a grab if you run past it. But this runner can sometimes just not move far enough away from the clicker. So when you get this brick bash on the clicker, you want to do it at the last second so you've ran past that runner, which is also a reason I kind of slow down a little before throwing the Molotov at that runner. Not only is it to gain some sprint speed back, but it's also to put some distance so the runner has time to move away from that clicker. It's all a balancing act. I'll do this quite a few times. Get the brick. Boom. Boom. Just ignore her. Boom. Boom. That's why you want to do a brick bash there. Okay, now if you noticed right there, that's the other thing I forgot to mention. When I use a melee, get out of my way. I don't have a melee weapon here, but when I use a melee weapon, instead of hitting left to pull out my shotgun, I will just aim instead. Because if he has the pipe in his hands and you want to pull out the shotgun, he'll have to put the pipe away and then pull out the shotgun. But if you have the pipe in your hand and you just aim and the shotgun was the last thing you had in your hand, you'll just aim. So I usually use that here. I'll kill this one, I'll aim, and then I'll run back, and then that's when I do that. You see me do that quite a bit. I highly recommend that's your process of swapping guns. Don't use the D-pad, use aim. Because again, we don't use revolver here. Kill. Throw. We ran past her, so she didn't go for a grab. Looks like Bill's taking care of her. Reload this if you have enough ammo. Boom, boom, boom. Go around. Boom. That's pretty much it. Again, the last, I'd say, 2 enemies in the area are going to be different every time. They're just going to be different. I'll do this one more time. I think I've explained everything I possibly can. And again, the reason I use the brick bash on that specific clicker, like the last clicker in this area, is because after you're finished with the bash, the other runners will be like, whoa, and they won't finish their swing or their grab or whatever. So it's completely out of the question to do like 2 brick bashes and then a swing, because killing the clicker with the final brick bash will prevent you from getting hit right away. But yeah, keep that in mind for this area. When you use the shotgun, don't use the D-pad, just aim. Run past that runner before you do the brick bashes. Whatever happens with Bill and that runner is just what's going to happen. 1, 2, 3. Kill and injure. This one should be good. Alright, Bill's busy killing that one. And then just get whatever ammo they drop. Now, if you approach this door too early, you get that dialogue. So make sure all the enemies are dead before you hit the triangle prompt on the door there. Otherwise, they will say that line every time as long as the game isn't ready for you to proceed. It's a pretty lengthy conversation, too, so yeah. Now, there in that situation, that wasn't bad. Bill just didn't kill the first runner. I'm done trying to figure out a way to incorporate it, because, again, you only have 3 shotgun shells to use here. And again, you want to be right on top of that runner when you throw the Molotov, so there's no stagger. All right, looks like Bill didn't kill the runner again. I'm going to run between you two. Injure. Kill. Alright, looks like this is a mess. Not necessarily. That wasn't too bad. Okay. Now. Super, super, duper important. I think that's all I'm going to show here. That was good enough. And again, you saw, once you get to this point right here, you kill one, you injure the one in the back, you kill it with a sprint swing, you get the shotgun and you aim here. what happens from this point forward, it's a flip of a coin. All right, it really is. But I found this to be the most consistent. And if Bill didn't kill that runner from before, he usually will. But yeah, I don't think Bill killed a single one in this school. So again, it just is what it is. There are more cons to pretty much everything else. All right, what I was mentioning. The shotgun has to be completely reloaded before you go into this area, because we are going to use 3 revolver and 2 shotgun. Don't ever use 3 shotgun and 2 revolver. Not that it won't work, but you won't be able to get into position over there fast enough. Also, I'm telling you right now, you most likely won't ever have 3 shotgun shells. Just throwing that out there. You most likely just won't have this much. Oh, I didn't pick that up before the checkpoint. Was it? That's funny. I'll go in with 2. 2 is how much you need. All right, but before you go in, you have to make sure this is reloaded. You absolutely have to. So if you're all the way over there and you need to get over, like let's say for some reason the last enemy you kill is like right here, I wouldn't recommend a restart checkpoint to get you over here. Instead, I would recommend, you know, getting your shotgun out and just making sure it's reloaded. Now, you don't have to wait for the pump. You just have to wait for him to put the shell in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll show off, if you don't have any shotgun ammo, the strategy is to headshot the bloater 5 times with the revolver and then use a Molotov. Thankfully, it's a lot more simple here if you have 2 or 1. So there's a couple different strategies you can do here.
Help me open this.
All right, ready?
And again, the fact that you don't have a pipe here is perfectly fine. It's supposed to be, it's supposed to break at some point during the fight. It's fine. All right, so I will show off the 2 shotgun strat first, and then the 1 shotgun shell strat.
Take cover.
All right, that was supposed to kill both of them, but yeah, that was pretty good. This also works from a restart encounter, I think. Yeah. Something like that. Okay, I think this also works if you only get 1 headshot. Let me try. Okay, yes, it will. Yes, it will. Okay, so that's basically the 2 shotgun strat. The 1 shotgun shell strat is a little bit more complicated. I'm just simulating having it. And then I'll go over the specifics. I just want to show a perfect performance of both of them. The whole point of showing that off is it's possible to do this again with a restart encounter, but it wastes a little time. It's not necessary, but yeah. But this one's done a little bit differently.
This ain't gonna hold him for long.
That don't sound good.
Damn it. I already messed up.
Ellie, take cover.
Oh my. Alright, yeah, that sucked. Hold on. Sorry.
Got the blower. Finish the rest of it.
There we go. Okay, so if you have 2 shotgun shells, you got to use 3 revolver bullets. Only one of them has to be a headshot. If you have 1 shotgun shell, you need to use 4 revolver bullets, and like 3 of them have to be a headshot. The reason for that is headshots with a revolver do more damage compared to a body shot. And the shotgun does the most damage of anything. And again, as for the revolver throw, you can choose to throw it from far away or do that throw it right on top of them thing like I mentioned, because then you won't get staggered, because you don't want to get staggered. Otherwise, you won't have time to get in position.
Help me open this.
All right, ready?
But yeah, with regards to... And the bloater will always drop 3 shotgun shells. Basically, unless you have 3 shotgun shells, which most of the time you won't, I'm just being honest. You want to collect the 3 shotgun shells that the bloater drops and instantly reload the first bullet. And then get into position to collateral the ones from the bleachers.
More on the way.
So we'll start with the two shotgun shell strat. So what you want to do is sprint forward. Like sprint forward like a step, equip the revolver, get a body shot real quick, and then go for 2 headshots. I mentioned 2 headshots instead of 1 because it's just more of a guarantee that he'll die from the shotgun and Molotovs.
This ain't gonna hold him for long. That don't sound good.
So basically get a shot on him right away and then focus your aiming a little better. So like this. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what he was doing there. This should still work. Oh no. Well, he still died. Okay, if this could cooperate, that'd be great. That right there, though, is the reason... He walked really strangely there. I don't know why that happened. That right there is the reason why you want to get as many headshots as you possibly can. It's doable. It's doable, I swear. Like, 1, 2, 3. There you go. See that? What? This game's weird. Oh, that's another thing. If you're too close to the bloater with the shotgun, sometimes the shotgun won't do as much damage because the shotgun has some spread. So by being too close to him, you're actually not dealing a lot of damage. There was no reason for that to not work. Okay. You know, let me not do this from a restart encounter, because when you're doing a run, whether it's a normal speedrun or permadeath, you're never going to do it from there. So don't practice something you're never going to really encounter in a run.
Help me open this.
All right, ready?
Come on. Shit.
No. Someone's like, can you save a bullet if you do 2 headshots instead of a body shot and 2 headshots? No. No. Believe me, 5 bullets have to be used between the revolver and shotgun. So you want to use as little revolver ammo as possible, but you still need to use 5 bullets between the revolver and shotgun.
This ain't gonna hold him for long. That don't sound good.
So yeah, when you shotgun the bloater, don't stand too close. I know that sounds weird, but it's true. 1, 2, 3. Why is he walking so weird? Alright, see right there, that killed him. And then boom. So that was only 1 headshot, and it still killed him. I have no clue why he's walking so weird. Normally he just walks in a straight line, but he's like zigzagging. He's serpentining. Alright, I'll do that one more time. And again, right after the kill, you want to get the ammo he drops.
Help me open this.
All right, ready?
Reload 1 bullet, and you can get a collateral there. If you don't have time for the collateral, kill 1, punch out the other.
More on the way.
Don't use 2 shotgun shells on 2 of those runners. Don't do it. Use 1, okay?
This ain't gonna hold him for long. That don't sound good.
1, 2, 3. There we go. He's walking normal now.
Ellie, take cover.
1. Oh shit. It's alright, my fingers got mixed up. And then get a collateral. What angle you want to get the collateral is up to you. By the way, those 2 runners, one of them will 100% always drop something. That something will either be 2 revolver bullets or 1 shotgun shell. It doesn't matter how much you have. Like, remember our thing. If you have 3 revolver bullets or more, or 3 shotgun shells or more, they won't drop anything. That goes out the window. That runner will one of those runners will always drop 2 revolver or 1 shotgun. All right. Well, that's how you do the 1 bullet strat. I recommend the 2 shotgun shell strat. I recommend practicing that quite a bit.
Got it, here we go. Come on, shit. There's more on the way. Barricade the doors.
Now for the one shotgun shell strat. This one's a little bit more complicated. You have to get as many headshots as you possibly can.
That don't sound good.
All right, I think it's okay if you miss 1. But 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ellie, take cover.
And it kills him right away. It kills him right away. And you can get this collateral from the left as well. You don't have to get into that one position. I'm getting the Molotov throw like right on top of him, but I honestly don't recommend doing that. Despite me doing it, I was just... Yeah, when you restart encounter, they spawn in from the bleachers a little bit earlier. But yeah, if you don't get 4 headshots, the bloater will still die, but it won't happen instantaneously. So this one is a relatively inconvenient strategy. Also, if the bloater isn't dying, punch it.
Come on, shit.
Just punch
More
it.
on the way. Barricade the doors.
So that's why I mentioned, you can obviously tell the 2 shotgun strat is a lot easier compared to the 1 shotgun strat, right? It just is. It just is.
This ain't gonna hold him for long.
That don't
So you want those shotgun shells, man. But here we go. What you do here, sprint forward a little bit, crouch. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ellie, take cover.
Throw. Boom. Dead instantaneously. Also, this runner, most of the time,
Ellie, just stay away from him.
this runner, most of the time, will try and go after Bill. That's why I want to get it, like, before it has time to do that. Yeah, I'm not showing off the Molotov throw very well. Usually when I do the 1 shotgun shell strat, what I like to do is after I've finished, 1, 2, 3, 4, I like to throw the Molotov from here. Whereas if I'm doing like the 1, 2, 3, then I sprint forward and throw it.
Help me open this.
All right, ready?
And like I said, the 2 shotgun shell strat, as you've seen, is a lot easier compared to the 1 shotgun shell strat.
Shit. There's more on the way. Barricade the doors.
This ain't gonna hold him for long.
So yeah, the more I think about it now, it's, let me show you the right way to do this.
Goddamn.
3, 4.
Ellie, take cover.
There we go. He's dead. Look how much more time we have. Yeah, just like that. So yeah, when you throw that Molotov, throw it crouched and not having moved that much. Because you throw it earlier, and you also kind of sprint towards the 2 runners as you're lining up the shotgun shot. So yeah, let me do that one more time. That was absolutely perfect. I think the most difficult thing about this strategy is going to end up being getting the headshots. It's doable. It takes a lot of practice, but it is doable. I think when this is on PC, players will have a much easier time with that.
Shit. There's more on the way. Barricade the doors.
But it's just, I don't know what else to say. That's just is the strategy.
This ain't gonna hold him for long.
That don't sound good.
Goddamn.
Ellie, take cover.
Let's see if this will work. Did he even... Okay, he didn't react to the Molotov. Oh my god.
Ellie, just...
That's why you want a collateral. And that one went after Bill. So, yeah. Sometime that would have looked a lot cleaner, but the Molotov throw didn't make the bloater react. Just one of those things. Sometimes that happens because this is the greatest game ever. All right, let's do one of each and then we'll move on.
Help me open this.
At the end of the encounter, you want to do a restart checkpoint.
Got it, here we go.
Come on.
Shit. There's more on the way. Barricade the doors.
All right. Once again, we'll just do one of each.
This ain't gonna hold him for long.
Oh, that don't sound good.
One, two, three.
Ellie, take cover.
Get it from kind of far away. Get the ammo he drops. Beauty. Absolute beauty. And then the one bullet strat, which is not as fun to do.
Help me open this.
All right, ready?
Come on.
Shit. There's more on the way. Barricade the doors.
This ain't gonna hold him for long.
Oh, that don't sound good.
Right, again, this one's done a little bit differently. Sprint forward and crouch.
Ellie, take cover.
He'll die instantly to one shotgun blast. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, and then you just want to pick up whatever they drop and then pause buffer. Restart checkpoint. And I'm going to make a save file here because I'm done showing off that.
Let's go, people.
That right there skips all their dialogue. Like, geez, what was up with that big guy?
Here we go.
Skips all that dialogue. All right, here,
All right, come on.
you reload and pick up the shell that they dropped there. I picked it up before the checkpoint, and then boom.
Down to the last one.
And then boom. Okay, so what happens here? Well, again, sometimes you won't like have time to pick up the shell. The checkpoint, as you saw, happens pretty early. Sometimes you won't have time to pick up the shell that they drop here. Again, they'll drop something. In this case, it was one shotgun shell. Other times, it's 2 revolver bullets. If you get a drop from both of them, that means one of them was the scripted runner. The other one, that was a random drop. No, hold on. So yeah, if it's okay if you don't get this bullet right here. As soon as you're done boosting them up here, you want to pull out the shotgun and start reloading, and then you can pick this one up while you're reloading so you don't have to bend down to pick it up. And then aim after the second shell has been reloaded. That way, like hold on, I'll even show you. There's still another shell in there to be reloaded, but you only need 2 shells to kill these 2. So you kill one and while injuring another. Make sure the shotgun's pumped, and I like to swap out here. Don't do a sprint punch because there's a glitch in this game where the infected can go into the begging animation briefly if they think if they're the last enemy, if the game thinks they're the last enemy in the area. And the begging will override like the execution. So what I do is I stand next to this one and just do a flat-footed punch, and that's enough to kill it. And then this one pops up, and then boom. The moment it dies, you can restart checkpoint. So yeah, there's a nice flow to this part of the area. This fight can be hectic, but this one, there's a nice flow to it. And again, the drop will always be somewhere here. It's hard to tell because of all like the detail on the ground, but You do that, you reload, you pick it up. After the second reload, you aim so you can fire this in time. If you reload 3, you won't have time to get into position to fire. So, yeah, all together.
Let's go, people.
All right.
Here we go. All right, come
It's
on.
a little like this. If one is there,
Joel, behind you! Down to the last one.
and right there, I'm mashing triangle in case they do drop something. Because if they drop something up there, it actually falls off the crate and you can pick it up. And again, that shotgun kill right there, the moment it dies, restart checkpoint,
Go. Come on up.
Pull me up.
and you can go right here. Now, this is another spot where you want sprint held down, because if you let go, it's just a jog. But
Go.
if you keep sprint held down the whole time, Joel will sprint when he's at the top. See that? All right, so I'll do all of that again, and then we'll continue onward. One thing to mention about the next area. In the original, you could go up the ladder first. In the remake, you have to wait until Bill and Ellie go up the ladder first. So really, it's just, you're just waiting around for them to finish. But what I usually do is kill a runner with my fists so that... there's a chance that they drop a shotgun shell.
Let's go, people.
All right.
Here we go.
It's not worth it to kill 2. You don't have enough time for that. But yeah, that's just for when we're outside.
Joel, behind you!
There is a chance you can kill both, but it's kind of tough. Boom.
Go. Come on up.
Pull me up.
And don't worry so much about how much shotgun ammo you have leaving here.
This way.
Although I would like an extra one. One's kind of low.
Ducks here.
That's why I kill this one.
Keep going. I'm right behind you.
Hurry,
I
Joel.
mean, if you feel like you're short, you can always just... Still nothing. There we go. Sorry. Let me just do that again.
We're sitting ducks here.
There's another ladder over here.
So again, they have to go up first. You can't leave this area.
I'm right behind you.
Hurry, Joel.
If that one doesn't drop any, just, it's whatever. Only once Ellie is about halfway up will you, are you able to leave. And I'm sorry, I just want to do this one more time because I do want like one extra shotgun shell.
Here we go.
Having one leaving here is, it's okay, it just makes the later part just a little bit too eh.
Joel, behind you!
Oh, I didn't do that correctly. Whoops. Sorry, ignore me. My mind's thinking about other things.
Let's go, people.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah, but with regards to how much ammo you need later, the next thing we use the shotgun for, we use one in Pittsburgh. We use 2 at the start of Pittsburgh, and then we don't use any for a while until sewers. But we end up using like a lot in sewers. And as for the truck push, we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We use 7 in the truck push. We use a lot of shotgun ammo. You can save some by doing a slightly slower kill on an enemy, but yeah, you want 2 leaving here, but it's okay if you have 1. It makes the last part of sewers a little bit more sketchy, is the only thing. But completely doable. Completely doable. I'm just saying.
All right, come on.
So reload right away. Second one, reload. Oh, there's one.
Down to the last one. Finish it off already.
And then boom. All right, that was nice. That was nice.
Go. Come on up.
Pull me up.
Remember, don't do a sprint swing on that one. Do a normal punch. You can kill them both, but it's kind of hard to line up. Right, they have to go first. Kill this one for a chance that you'll get one back.
Keep going. I'm right behind you.
Nope, nothing. There we go. By the way, that was something I completely forgot to mention. When you're doing a sprinting punch or a sprinting swing with the shotgun in your hand, if you do it from far away, it just doesn't work. It kind of happened right there. I explained that in my video, Things I Don't Like About Remake. I explain it much better. But basically, Joel will just like run up to the runner and do nothing. If you have another gun in your hand or nothing at all, the sprint swings work relatively okay. But with a shotgun in your hand, it just completely breaks it. So, yeah. Either... what is it? Either have a different gun in your hand when doing sprinting swings, or be right on top of an infected when you do the swing, and that's how you get rid of it. It'll also work if the runner is one hit away from dying. But alright, skip cinematic. There's a couple things we do here. We pick up the ammo here.
More of my stuff.
We do that first. And there were 8 shotgun shells in there. In the original game, there were 4, but here there's 8. And then there's the modded bat that we never picked up. It's most effectively used here, and we pick up 5 supplements, and we use this time to make sure all of our guns are reloaded. And there's some health right there I like to pick up just in case something really, really bad happens.
Should probably search the house.
And I make sure everything's just reloaded.
Supplies.
Good idea.
Let me know when you're
So I
ready
get
to
the
finish
shotgun,
this thing.
I get the bat, I get the supplements, I get the health, and I reload all my guns.
Already did it.
Keep your foot on the
All
clutch.
right, last part.
And when we get
This
to
fight has a very nice flow to it when it works. When it works being the key word.
All right, Ellie, get ready.
All right, now the checkpoint isn't when Joel sprints. It's when the clicker in the back spawns in. This checkpoint right here, all it does is it makes Bill push the truck sooner.
I'll hit it.
So it's not when Joel, like right there he sprints, but it's only until that clicker spawns in. Not the runners, just the clicker, when the checkpoint is reached. So there we go. I'll make a save file. I'll try and show it off once. The fight's pretty consistent. The second wave, there's one weird thing that can happen. The rest of the fight's pretty consistent.
Over there. Look out.
Oh, shit.
Good. Back to the truck.
Okay, I needed the right side.
Gotta go faster.
Shouldn't matter though.
If we just make it to the hill. Just get it over the edge.
Hey, around that house to your right.
Come on, we don't have much time. Back to pushing.
Really? Fun of a day. You know that,
Okay,
Joel.
from the other side to your right.
All right, that would have been cleaner.
Get her to that hill.
That would have been cleaner if he had been hurt by the shotgun a little more.
All right, Ellie, get ready.
This is my favorite strategy. Watch this.
All right, Ellie, start it up.
You hear that sound, Bill?
Yeah.
And then triangle. Okay. First things first, equip the shotgun and take the right side of the truck. So we're going to get off of this truck with the aim button. And then we're going to use 3 shotgun shells on 3 infected. Because we want to use the modded hit later.
Shit.
1, 2. If Bill shoots it, you can do that. I like to take the right side of the truck.
Gotta go fast.
You also, when determining which side of the truck you want, you really need to over-exaggerate it. Because for some reason, the triangle prompt for the truck is horrible. It's horrible. I will be, like, right here. I'll hit triangle and he'll take the opposite side. It's so annoying. So when I hit triangle on a side of the truck, I over-exaggerate that side. Now, as for this area, if you noticed in the first wave, I'm still holding down sprint. It's kind of like how I explained earlier. I'm holding down sprint when I aim and fire. It's so he can move right away again after he's done firing. Now for this wave right here. You want to use the modded bat on like the third runner and then kill the clicker afterwards. But with regards to these first two runners, they will rush you in a different way every time. It's the one random thing. They will either rush side by side or they'll be really spread out. If they're close to each other, use the modded bat at the last second. If they're, if they're close to each other, use the modded bat on one and then the shotgun on the other. If they are far away, bait one and then collateral them. And then use the modded weapon on the other runner, shotgun on the other one. So the first thing I'm going to look for, how close are the first two runners rushing me? And then I'll decide what I want to do. So let's see. They are not close together. So what I'm going to do is wait until this one's about to swing at me and then get off the truck. And then do this. And then I reload, pick up the shotgun shell that's there, and the brick, all while I'm reloading the shotgun so he doesn't bend down to pick them up. So yeah, I'm right here. If I recognize one's there, if I recognize they're far apart, I'll wait until the last second to get off the truck, move back, collateral them both. Swing at this one, get that one. If they're close together, what I do is I still wait until they're right on top of me. I swing at one, I'll back up, try and collateral that one and this one. And then swing. And then I always shotgun the last one. Get the shotgun, get the brick. The brick's kind of hidden over here, but it's somewhere over there. As for this last wave, again, it's, you kill the first one with the shotgun, you kill the clicker, and you try and injure the one in the back. That was the shotgun glitch, by the way. Let me show you the shotgun glitch. Hold on. Let me show you the shotgun glitch. A better example of it. Basically, as long as the shotgun... Damn it. As long as the shotgun is in your hand... A swing or a sprint swing from really far away just doesn't work.
You know that, Joe.
So look. See that? Even just a normal swing, like, hold on. So yeah, it's pretty bad. And again, the way like around it is to do a swing right on top of them. But even then, the sprint swing, sometimes you can like spiral around them. It's kind of weird. Okay. I'll do this. This is the last part in the area, so I'll do this all a few times. So again, I get off the truck by aiming. And I let Bill go first because he'll take the left side and I'll take the right. Don't try to get in front of him when he's going because, again, you want the right side of the truck because then you're closer to the infected. So let's see. They are far away. I'm going to get off. Boom. The clicker's over there that time.
We don't have much time. Back to pushing.
Get the ammo. Get the brick. Now, what else should I mention here? That clicker over there. That clicker over there can do a bunch of different stuff every time. Look at Bill pushing the truck on his own. That clicker can either be over there or over there. I've noticed, and another viewer has noticed, that sometimes the clicker is like, takes a really wide route. And I think what determines where he is how far you push the truck before you start killing the infected in the second wave. So, yeah. That's why no matter what, whether the runners over there are close to each other or far away, you want to push the truck as far as it'll go before you start killing any of them. It'll get the clicker to you a little bit sooner. Let him go first, so he'll take that side. And reload the shotgun after the third shot. You don't have to wait for him to pump it. It'll just be when you...
Hey, around that house to your right.
All right, let's see. All right, if you aren't able to get a collateral, Bill should help me out with this one. He's not. Of course he's not. Well, there he goes. Eventually he'll get it.
Come on, we don't have much time. Back to pushing.
But yeah, that part, the second wave is definitely the toughest. That right there was a perfect third wave. There you go. That's what it's supposed to look like. So when you kill that clicker, you want to injure the one behind it as well. And I prefer having a brick for the start of Pittsburgh, just so you don't have to pick one up later. We don't use it in the Pittsburgh fight, but we just don't have to waste time picking one up later. Again, let Bill go first, so he takes the left side. You only have to reload one shotgun shell before you push this the first time. But yeah, this part will be the toughest all the time. Oh my god, the shotgun just did that thing again that I mentioned. I aimed, I fired, it didn't take. Jesus. Alright, we can practice the second wave from here. But yeah, that one they were a little bit close to each other. That's why it was a little weird. If they're even remotely close to each other, use the bat first. Let's see if I can get an example. Nope. Alright, Bill honestly should be more helpful than this. It's just one of those things. You don't want to use your modded weapon on an injured runner. Use it on a fresh one. But yeah. Sorry, I'm not showing this off the best way. That second wave is probably the most sketchy part. First part's easy, the last part is easy. The second wave is the toughest. But you can still only use 2 shotgun shells there. And as you saw right there, sometimes that runner is closer to you compared to other times.
Gotta go faster.
All right, they're close to each other, so I'm going to do this. Bill will hopefully do something. All right, in that situation, I only had a bat, so I could have just swung at it. Like that. I could have just swung at it there. But yeah, it's a lot tougher when those 2 runners are really close together. Hopefully you don't get that RNG, because then it's just... I suppose you could let go of the truck earlier and collateral both of them. But first of all, you don't have time to recognize that they're close together. And 2... the clicker might be in a really bad spot because you didn't push the truck far enough. So really, no matter what, you want to, like, get off of the truck at the last second. So.
Shit. Good. Back to the truck.
Aren't you just so helpful?
Gotta go faster.
He has literally done nothing here. I've seen him kill that last runner pretty quickly. I don't know why he hasn't been doing that. All right, let's see. They're close to each other, so I'm going to use the bat first. Oh, we injured this one.
We don't have much time. Back to pushing.
That was okay. Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Let's get her to that hill.
That was very nice. And then,
All right, Ellie, get ready.
as soon as he says get off the truck and run around. And then reload what you need to reload. Now, you can't hop on until
You hear that sound, Bill?
there. I still made it. That was funny. So I recommend, like, baiting some runners before you get too close. Like, you hear that sound, Bill? Only after Joel's done talking is when you can get back on. But yeah, the timing for the truck push is like, all right, Ellie, get ready. As soon as he says get, that's when you stop pushing and head around to the front. That'll only work if you have full push speed when you stop pushing the truck. So the way to make sure you have full speed is when you're killing the third wave, get off the truck a little bit early, so you have some room on the road to push the truck and gain some speed. If you've just like barely started pushing and it's like, all right, get ready, you can let go, and then like the truck doesn't go anywhere because you didn't build up any speed. So when you're doing the third wave, let go of the truck a little bit early. All right, not much more to mention. That second wave's going to be a bitch.
Shit. Good. Back to the truck.
And again, you want the right side of the truck.
Gotta go faster.
Look, we just made it to the hill. Just get it over the edge.
And again, just repeating myself, if they are close to each other, use the bat. If they're far away from each other, get off the truck, move back, and try and collateral with the shotgun.
Around that house.
On the truck. Let it back.
Beauty.
We don't have much
Get
time.
that
Back to
shotgun
pushing.
shell there, and the brick, all while reloading. And yeah, there's nothing faster than that. Now again, aim at this one a little bit early, so you'll have some room to push the truck.
Get her to that
Isn't that such a pretty strategy?
All right, Ellie, get ready.
Right there.
All right, Ellie, start it up.
Make sure things are reloaded.
You hear that sound, Bill?
Everything sounds really scary, but you'll be fine. I think that's it. I think you guys got the gist of it. Again, that second wave will give you the most trouble, but as long as you do the two different strategies I mentioned based on where those two runners are, it should go okay. And that will do it for part 3 of this tutorial. Hope you learned something. Yeah, Billstown overall is the part that kills the most runs usually is the school. The schools and the gym's lack of ammo drops is usually what kills it. Because you saw the bloater strat with the 2 shotgun shells is it's tough but doable. The other stuff is having enough ammo to be able to do that strategy, having to do the backup with 1 shotgun shell. School is usually what kills a lot of the attempts. But Graveyard was pretty simple. The upside down shooting is simple. There were a lot of things in this run that are more simple in the remake compared to the original. But yeah. Hopefully I explained everything well. And I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll go from start of Pittsburgh through the Searchlight right before sewers. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. More importantly, hope you learned something. Bye. All right, that was just for the, I'm not going offline. That was just for the video. Ah, man. I didn't like I was trying to like explain things and it like wasn't playing out the way I was describing them. Look, some of the things in this game are just, you got to prepare for it to just not go the way you want it to or expect it to. You know, that's the reality of it. That is just how it be. That just be how it is. Remake things. Exactly. I think I mentioned Lei Tung. Thank you for a 2-month membership. Stayfly, thank you for the 20 super chat. I think I mentioned that one. Brian Gatos, thank you for a $15 super chat. Sorry, I wasn't acknowledging. Yeah. Hi. That ain't creepy at all. Oh, God. Oh, looky there. Stuck on. That's weird. What's next? I'm probably just going to go offline because the next video has to be continuous. So it's going to go from here through Searchlight, and it's just going to be a lot. So I will do that tomorrow. I want to take my time with this so I don't just like go crazy. I've been getting into some better living patterns. I went through a rough stretch for like a week and a half where I wasn't losing weight and I just wasn't taking good care of myself. So I want to prioritize that again. Last 3 days I've been really, really good at it. I'm probably going to do the gym later tonight. So yeah, this was always going to be a relatively short stream. However, again, thank you guys for... I'll do the episode review when I'm finished with the tutorial. I promise that. I promise you that. I made a save file here, right? Alright, I did. I'd say we can get this tutorial done by like Tuesday. Yeah, I might stream tomorrow. I'm in a good groove. I want to get this out of the way. Does that sound bad to anyone else? That sounds horrible in my headset. Maybe my headset's gone. Dude, what the hell? I think I need a new wire or something. Something doesn't sound right. I have no clue where to go to. Alright, that was... I don't know what's happening. Whatever. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow on Twitch. Thank you guys for your support. I'll get this up on YouTube. And... yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for the memberships and the super chats. And I'll see you. Bye.